Boelter Jones, Pro Football Hall of Famer, top 100.
Tyler Lockett from the Seattle Seahawks.
Metcalf.
Today, Burleson, you're watching NorbCam.
You're watching NorbCam.
What's up, everybody? This is NorbCam coming at you with another roundtable discussion here as we're going through the training camp week for all NFL teams. But man, what a crazy week it has been and will continue to be. We got a lot to talk about today. I'm very excited because we have a lot of special things happening on this show. First of all, before I get into all that, I'm going to remind everybody to please, if you like what you're seeing here, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and that notification bell so that you will get a video notification every time a new video drops, so I don't want you to miss one. So let's get right into it. First of all, we've got a lot of guests here today. First, in studio, guess who I have right here? Noah the Boelter right beside me here in studio, as promised from our discussion last week. But man, I just want to say it's been a while since we've collabed every week. But this is the first time we've actually been in studio at the same time. So welcome to my humble abode, the NorbCam studio, man. It's good to have you here.
It's really my pleasure, man. You know, elbow touch. I appreciate it. It's always a pleasure to be in such a professional environment with such a professional individual. So it's really my pleasure.
The pleasure is all mine, man. And I know you're going to be heading off to Eastern Washington in what, like a week or so?
2.5 weeks.
2.5 weeks.
I still got some time. August 17th is the day I'm moving in, but there's no place I'd rather be, you know, with 2.5 weeks to go than right here. So. All
right. Well, we are definitely going to be getting into some football topics, and really for us, you're making the transition from, since you won't be at KGRG anymore, you got to take your show on the road, and that's a lot of it why we're here today. So I'm going to show them a few things on the ropes so that you can start doing your show from way over in Eastern Washington and Wazoo land in the Palouse. So yeah, man, it's going to be fun. And of course, I don't want to leave off my group that is the roundtable this week. Let's meet them right now. What's up, everybody on the roundtable? We've got a few here. Of course, we've got the regular Calvin Domingo, the second half of the Boelt crew here, and the special guests on the top left up here. We got right there. We got the SportsNerd returning. What's up, man? What's up?
How's it going?
And of course, we've got the returning from his second win of the trivia contest. We've got Jose, also known as Sky High Aviation, back for the show. Congratulations on your second win. And we'll see if you can do it again as a panel member on this time when we talk trivia. Jose, welcome back to the show, man. It's good to have you.
Feels good, Norb. I am excited, especially for tonight's trivia, which the SportsNerd has made, and I'm looking to make it 3 in a row on everyone in the panel and in the comments.
Now, Lewis, who, the SportsNerd, you notice we have two gentlemen here wearing the wrong colors. They're colorblind. We got Noah wearing red, but it's understandable because he's wearing Wazoo colors. That's his new colors, so it totally makes sense. But Lewis, the SportsNerd, in case you didn't know, I don't hold grudges. I don't hold, biases against having guests here of other teams. But Lewis here is not a Seahawks fan, but he's actually a Kansas City Chiefs fan, correct?
Yes, sir.
And so, of course, your team being the reigning Super Bowl champions, congratulations, of course, but 2019 has passed. 2020 is a whole new ball game. But speaking of whole new ball games, for this trivia, we are going to get into some topics today. As you've seen in the title, we're going to talk about Seahawks in the top 100, a little bit more talk about the Jamal Adams trade, a little bit about what's going on with COVID-19 and on players all around the league dropping out. What's up? And then we will get into this very special first ever trivia. Why do I say it's a first ever special trivia? It's because this guy, Lewis, the SportsNerd, he actually, after much prodding, said, Norb, I really want to put a trivia together that's general NFL, and I'm going to create it, and then that way you can actually play it so we can see how smart your knowledge is. Well, you have to find out how not smart I am. So I'm not going to make any promises about that. But what can you tell me, or tell the audience, since we will get to the trivia a little bit later. Again, you need the Kahoot app or Kahoot.com to do that. What is the topic that we'll be talking about in this trivia that you put together?
Well, before I get into the topics, I want to just tell you guys where I actually got these questions from. This is from a book that I actually got for my birthday one year. It has over 4,000 questions in here.
I hope it's not a 4,000 question trivia. We don't have that much time, man.
It's not. It's only 13 questions. Just
13 questions. I do 12 on this show. 12, baby. What's up with the 13? You're already breaking protocol.
Just joking. Anyway, the thing is that this trivia is a little bit of past, a little bit of present. It's about a couple of Chiefs questions because I want to mix up a little bit of my team in there. Also some records in there, and we also got a lot of special, kind of surprising questions in there. You may not know about me. Even one about this channel also that you may not even know. So it's going to be interesting, and I'm going to have a lot of fun on here tonight.
And when you say this channel, you're talking about your channel or you're talking about my channel?
Your channel.
Oh, so you have trivia questions about my channel. You're gonna quiz me on my own channel?
Well,
God, it's gonna be embarrassing when I get that
No, it's like me. It's not about your channel. It's like about how I came to your channel.
Oh, okay. It's all about you. Oh, I get it. Okay. All right. Okay, well, let's get into this, shall we, guys? Since we have limited time and so much to talk about, let's do it. So let's first talk about the top 100, NFL top 100 countdown. Now, they've been counting this down all week. They do this every year. The NFL basically polls all the players around the NFL, and they as a group decide who they think are the top 100 players in the NFL. And obviously this is a Seahawks channel, so I'm going to be very Seahawks-centric here. So I want to talk a little bit about the players that have made it so far. Today, actually this hour right now, they're going through the top 10. Mm-hmm. They had done the top 100 starting from 100, 10 at a time, and now we are to the top 10. They're airing it as we're doing this show, so hopefully we'll get some breaking news to find out where our Russell Wilson lands in that list. But let's talk about the top 100 Seahawks that have made the list. We've got 6, not including Russell Wilson coming up here. So just to list them out, we've got, in order from lowest to the highest, Chris Carson comes in for the first time at number 96, DK Metcalf at 81, Tyler Lockett at 65, Jadeveon Clowney at 41, your Jamal Adams, who we'll talk about a little bit too, at 27, Bobby Wagner at 13, and now Russell Wilson. Where will Russell Wilson land in this top 10 list? I've got my thoughts on it. I want to hear what you guys think where Russell Wilson will stand. But let's see. We got to take our turns here and go through it. But let's start with our guest. First, let's go to Jose up there in the top right. What do you think? Do you think this is a good list? The players. Do you think it's appropriate? Do we miss anybody, or do you think it's right on schedule? What do you think?
I think it's pretty good. I think normally when it comes to the top 10, you get a good idea of who's going to be in the top 10 and whatnot. But I think from 90 all the way to 10 was pretty centered. It was pretty well done. We always obviously have to wait for Russ to land. I think Mahomes may get number 1, but Russ is probably going to pop in at that 2 or 3 spot, hopefully 2. But I think when I looked at the list, it was pretty centered around players that carry their teams and are the leaders, the role models, the more important players on their teams. And I really felt like the 30 to 40, when I saw that, I think really it was a great part of my list. I don't have it pulled up right now, but I think that was my favorite part besides the upcoming 10 to 1. So a pretty good list, as always.
Yeah, and again, these are chosen. What I like about this list is it's chosen by the players. So it's not some weird AP list by some writers who don't care about Seattle. We're hearing it from the actual players and what they think of who they go against and who they play with, who deserves to be up there. Let's go to the sports nerd, our Kansas City Chiefs fan. What do you think of that list? I know that you probably don't know our players as much. Maybe you do. What's your thoughts as a KC fan of our 6 players so far in the top 100? What do you think about that list?
Well, I feel like I got to first start off with Russell Wilson in the top 10 about where he's going to get placed. And I think that in my prediction, I think he may be number 3. And here's why. I think that if there are going to be other guys in there that I feel like are going to be a little bit better than him, and I think that there are some other guys that also can play also a lot like more competitively, I feel. I mean, I'm not saying he's not competitive, but I feel like that there are some guys in there that can also take it to another level. Now, with Tyler Lockett, I think that he is a little low in my opinion. I think that Tyler Lockett can maybe be a little bit higher just because I think that he is a guy that can make catches like you saw during that Rams game earlier this year. That he had that amazing catch with tiptoes in the back of the end zone. I don't know how he
one of the greatest catches of all time.
I don't know how he even caught that.
In my opinion. Yes.
Because I remember watching those highlights one day. I'm like, wait, what? He caught that? And I'm like, but so I think that just because of some of the plays that he makes, he can maybe be ranked just a little bit higher, only a little bit. Cloudy at 41, I think also he can maybe be a little higher, maybe a little bit, but I'm not disagreeing with that point because I think that he can still make a lot of plays during those ball games that when they absolutely need it. But I think there are also some other guys up there that can easily also deserve to be up there over him. So I'm not surprised about that ranking. And now with DK Metcalf, I'm also not surprised. He was only a rookie, so he still has a little bit more to prove. So I think that throughout the years that he's going to be playing, he's going to be able to prove a little bit more and even move higher up in the rankings than he actually is now. And as the other one on there, Bobby Wagner, I think that he also can, as though he is a little bit on the older side, he is aging a little bit. I think he also has a little bit more to prove also because he can make some plays, but I think he has a lot more potential in him to make some really big plays like Jadeveon Clowney can.
Are you saying you think Bobby Wagner should be higher than his 13th spot? Or are you saying that?
Yeah. I'm not mad about his 13th spot. Could it be a little bit higher? Maybe yes, because I think that maybe he has done some plays that deserves to be up there, but I'm not mad about that ranking at all.
All right. Calvin, let's go to you. Calvin, what's your thoughts on this list so far of the top 6, and where do you see Russell Wilson landing, or where should he land in the top 10?
Yes, sir. So in the top 10, I think it's pretty easy. He should easily be top 3. I think I could go as far as saying top 2. I know Lamar Jackson won MVP last year, so he'll receive a lot of praise for what he did last season, and a lot of people, will want to put him at number 1 or number 2. But I think that he's only put up 1 year of amazing production. We got to see more. So while I'm saying that he's making a strong case to be number 1 or number 2, I can easily see him at number 3. So Russell Wilson, ultimately, I see him, ranking at number 2 just after Pat Mahomes. I think that after what Pat Mahomes did last year, Super Bowl MVP, they won the Super Bowl, 3 comebacks of, I think they had 10 plus or 20 plus points, 3 in a row in the playoffs. He's the undisputable number 1. So I think Russell Wilson falls in at number 2. As far as the NFL Top 100, I like the list. We have a player in the top 3. We have a player at 13 in Bobby Wagner. We have a player in the 20s in Jamal Adams at 27. We have a player in the 90s, Chris Carson. We have a player in the 80s, DK Metcalf. We have a player in the 70s, Tyler Lockett, or if it wasn't the 60s. And so we see a whole bunch of Seahawks players throughout the top 100. I think all the guys were pretty much in the right spots. I was kind of surprised not to see Shaquille Griffin in the top 100 just because, he is coming off of a Pro Bowl year. So he was at least a top 10 cornerback last season. But he has more work to put in. Dwayne Brown was another name that I expected to see in the top 100. I know he missed the last couple of games in the regular season last season, so that might be one of the reasons why he didn't place in the top 100. But all in all, I like the top 100 as far as the Seahawks go.
So you think Russell should be at 2, or do you think 3? I guess you were kind of floating there saying I think it'd be 3, but maybe it should be 2. Where should Russell Wilson be? Where do you think he should be?
So he should be top 2, but ultimately I expect him to fall. But deep down, I truly believe he should be at number 2.
So Lamar Jackson is going to get 2, and then Russell Wilson will be at 3. Is what you're saying?
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, let's go to Noah right here, man. What do you think about this top 100 list of where the Seattle players are? Anyone to get snubbed? Is it right on the money? What would you change, and where does Russell Wilson deserve to land?
Okay, so there are 2 major things that I would change within this list. Number 1 has got to be Chris Carson. I feel like he is being underrated by putting him 96. I feel like those people that try and tackle him probably voted him higher, and the people that are on offense as well and didn't have to deal with him might have voted him lower. He doesn't play the prettiest style of football. Watching the video on YouTube when they actually explain like the top 100 video with Chris Carson, one of the opponents pointed out how vanilla Seattle's run scheme really is, and that Chris Carson earns every single yard. Chris Carson is the type of runner that even if he's not going to get any more yards, if he has a chance to hit you before going out of bounds, he'll do it anyways. And that's the type of runner that we love in Seattle. I think Chris Carson deserves more credit, and I would put him at least in the 80s. Where I think Russell Wilson ends up, I'm kind of with Calvin. If it were up to me, I would put him number 2, because even though Lamar Jackson had an MVP season last year, that was regular season. I'd take the postseason into account. I'd take what he's able to do to bring out the best of those people around him versus the double-digit Pro Bowlers that the Baltimore Ravens had last season. And because of that, I have to award a lot of points to Russell Wilson. I say if it's up to me, Russell Wilson's number 2 on my list. Realistically, I think he's going to end up at number 4, though, which is even lower than Calvin. I have him ending up behind Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, and Christian McCaffrey, who is just a phenomenal beast on the ground.
Oh, man. Well, I guess that's my turn. I'll address the Christian McCaffrey thing in just a second, but for the most part, I like the list. I think the order is correct. I agree with you. I'm just happy to see Chris Carson on there, because I think this is the first time Chris Carson's been in the top 100, if I'm not mistaken.
I think you're correct.
So I'm just glad to see him there. 96, he barely got on there. I do think he could be higher. I think he is underrated, and probably the thing is maybe the fumbling issue is probably the thing that kind of knocks him down a couple pegs and maybe keeps him out of the number, the 80 spot. But I'm just glad to see him in there. DK for sure, at number 81, and rookie, arguably he could maybe be moved up a little bit more, but I think this year he will. Tyler Lockett, I do believe probably the most underrated guy on that list at number 65. He should be at least in the 50s. One of the best receivers in an offense that doesn't feature receivers, but whenever he's thrown to from Russell Wilson, he's always money. He just doesn't get the huge opportunities that most other receivers get. I got a shout out to the super chat. Anthony D says, "Hopefully I'll win today, Norb. Please let me win." I can't let you, even if I wanted to let you win, I can't let me hack the Kahoot system and let Anthony D win. It doesn't work like that. So you just got to earn it, bro. Just like me, I'm going to show you how not smart I am today when we play this thing. Blake Morissette, also in the super chat, said, "Hey, would you rather want Clowney or Everson?" Let's talk about that in a little bit here. There's kind of a three-headed monster there we could talk about. But going through that list, I was perfect transition, talking about Jadeveon Clowney, number 41 on the list. I've been saying all along, contrary to my panel here, I believe I'm the only one who stayed true to the fact that I still think Jadeveon Clowney is coming back to the Seahawks. After all the dust settles, I would not be surprised. I think he will be back here. Number 41 on the list, he's worth having. Not to saying that I wouldn't want Everson Griffin either. If we had to have one or the other, I will take one or the other. I don't think we're going to have both. I want one or Ngakwe, one of those three. But I got to have one. I just still think it's going to be Clowney at the end of the day. Jamal Adams at number 27. I think that's great. I'd love to see him a little bit higher just to make me feel better about what we gave up for him. We'll talk about that in the next segment. But I'm glad to see him. He's definitely the top 30. Maybe he should be top 20. That'd make me feel a whole heck of a lot better. Him at 27. Bobby Wagner at number 13. I think that's spot on. I don't think he would crack the top 10 list. Maybe he can move up a spot to 12 or 11. But yeah, you're right, Sports Nerd, that he is getting older. He's not quite the same guy that he was speed-wise back in the Super Bowl 48-49 period, but he's still got a lot in his game, and mentally he's sharp as it's ever been. Russell Wilson, okay. I want Russell Wilson at number 2. He's going to end up at number 3. It's going to be Mahomes, it's going to be Jackson, and then it's going to be Russell Wilson. I don't see how Christian McCaffrey takes the number 3 spot ahead of Russell Wilson. If it does, I think that's just complete. That would be a bunch of crap. Now, of course, these are the players talking, but that's your fantasy side coming out, man. The fantasy side in you, who's thinking about fantasy points. You got to draft running backs, yada, yada, yada. That part is what's taken over, thinking he should be up there at number 3. But, man, it's a quarterback-driven league. It's the quarterbacks first. Russell Wilson should be number 3, and I'll put McCaffrey maybe at number 4. But I beg to differ on that spot. So we'll find out within this hour
When do they release the entire thing? Like,
I think it's releasing as we're talking right now, so it's going to air during this segment. So we'll keep an eye on it. Hopefully find out. But you're saying
as we speak, it's happening. But what I think is really important about Christian McCaffrey, first of all, you have to compare the fact between Christian McCaffrey and Russell Wilson. I hate to do this, Norbert. You're making me do it, but you're making me build a case against Russell Wilson here. So Christian McCaffrey, 1,300 yards on the ground, 1,000 yards receiving for a running back. That's just phenomenal, first of all. Second of all, you talk about the fact he just broke the market for running backs, making $16 million per year. Russell Wilson has been the highest paid player at the quarterback position for years, and last year he had that stretch where he kind of fell off from the MVP conversation in a lot of people's eyes because his play fell off against Baltimore and against a couple other teams. He started to make mistakes, throwing pick sixes. Because of that, that's why I think Russell Wilson fell off this list. He wasn't in the MVP conversation in a lot of people's eyes towards the end of the year, and Christian McCaffrey,
he should have at least gotten one or two nods. A unanimous vote
I agree with
for
that.
Lamar Jackson. I disagreed on the entire 2019 campaign, but go on.
You're exactly right, and I completely agree with that. I feel like it's underrated, but it's not a bunch of people from Seattle that are making this list. It's a bunch of players from across the NFL. I think players are going to pay respect to the fact that Christian McCaffrey had almost 2,400 yards from scrimmage last year, and that's just ridiculous for anyone, and he reset the market at his position, at a dying position, and revolutionizing the position by going to the receiving side. So I think they look at it and they give Christian McCaffrey a lot of credit, and I think once again they take credit away from Russell Wilson.
I think we need to have a little wager here. At the end of this broadcast, we will know where Russell Wilson lands, probably at the end of this broadcast. Yeah. So if Russell Wilson ends up at number 4 and Christian McCaffrey ends up at number 3, well, then you'll win. I'll owe you something. And if it's the way I think it should be and how I think everybody else says it should be, Russell Wilson number 3 and McCaffrey somewhere else.
What do you want, 50 push-ups?
I see your bill, man. That's too easy. That's like breathing for you. We got to make it a little bit more tougher. We'll come up with something.
Okay.
We'll come up with something.
Okay.
It can't be as easy as that.
I got an idea. You got to make him wear something like a 40.
The Wazoo cap.
Shirt.
Make him wear the Wazoo cap.
You talking
about me? I should wear the Wazoo cap?
Yeah, you wear the Wazoo cap.
Well, that's true, because...
Embarrassing.
And post it on social media. I'm talking about Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, everywhere. And you got to tag me in it, talking about, I lost a bet, no, it was right. And I'll do the same for you with UW stuff.
Okay.
You want to do that?
All right, we'll do that. Okay.
What are the information again?
Okay, and so can we keep it so that if Wilson is 1, 2, or 3, that's your side, and I get 4 through 10?
Yes.
Yeah, basically is that if Wilson is the number 3, I win. If he's anywhere else.
Anywhere else? Okay, I'll take that.
Actually, no.
Right?
How about
I'm saying he'll be a number 3.
Okay.
Yeah, 3, Norb wins.
Wilson, come on, don't let me down, baby.
Yeah, I'll take the field. I like the field.
All right. I think I made it way too easy for you. All right, let's move on here. So I want to talk a little bit more. You and I had a little collab talking about the Jamal Adams trade, and actually that got a lot of legs. That video we posted blew up pretty well. So, but we never got to get to Calvin's take, and I want to hear a little bit of a Kansas City outsider standpoint, since as an AFC guy, a little bit more about the Jets and what you think of it from an outside perspective. But let's go back to our panel. Let's go to our winner of the last trivia, Jose Sky High Aviation. Do you love this trade? Did we give too much, or do you like it as it is?
I like it. And, in my mind, I feel like two first-round picks would have been enough to get him over here. And I like that they're not immediately going into the extension, which gives us hope that we can still sign Clowney. But I like that I think the Jets win this trade, to be honest. I'm going to go 100% honest, the Jets win this trade. They get our 2 first-round picks, and they get a safety who, in my mind, is an above-average safety, no matter how many people are like, well, Bradley McDougald is average. In the years that he played with us, I didn't see, he had solid play. And if I looked at the stats last year, he had like 4 or 3 interceptions. He was playing hard, great ball at that safety position. This year, it was back to another above average year, just like Shaquille Griffin. Nobody talked about him having an above average year. Just like this year, nobody talked to Bradley McDougald having an above average year. So I think the Jets win this trade. They can go into the future, draft 2 more draft picks, and they get a safety who right now you can consider is in the prime of his career, being an above average safety in my mind. So the Jets win this trade. While we get back a star player and a chance to work on an extension, I think the Jets edge us out on the trade in this one.
Okay, so you think the Jets made out better, but you don't regret? You like the trade though. Are you glad we pulled the trigger on that?
I'm glad we pulled the trigger on Adams. I kind of fell asleep on that one. Didn't realize, thought he was going to go somewhere else, maybe Houston, San Francisco, but I got the notification that he was traded, and I was like, well, we locked him up. That was great. I liked it.
Okay, so it was the Jets got the better end of the deal, but you're still happy that Seattle made the deal.
Yes.
Okay.
Of course.
All right. I think that's a lot of the common opinion out here. KC fan, Lewis, sports nerd. What did you think of that trade when you saw the news?
If I'm going to grade this trade on both sides right now, the Jets get a B+, maybe a minus leaning toward. I give the Seahawks maybe a C+, C+ on this one. Because if you're the Seahawks right now, I don't care what you got from this guy. Look at what you gave up here. First-round picks in the NFL draft are probably the most valuable thing in the NFL to build your team around. Because the first round, a lot of good people who you may need for the future may be available. Yes, you usually don't pick in the first round, but you never know if there's a player one year that you may want that you could pick in the first round. You will not have the pick for it. So I do agree that it is a good move for your defensive side. But if you're looking what you give up here, the Jets absolutely win here. Because the Jets, they need to build around and have a lot of holes to fill. They're getting 2 more first-round picks for you guys. You're not going to be able to pick in the first round the next 2 years, regardless if you did not want to pick in it or not. And I think that they can fill a lot of holes in that you guys could probably have stolen from them because they have a lot of holes they need to fill on the defensive side. And you guys need some help on the pass rush that they can absolutely fill with those 2 picks that you gave up. Now, the third-round pick, I'm not going to absolutely worry about 100% because you never know what players could be around at that time. I'm just talking about the first-round picks that you gave up because of the points that you could have gotten from 2 or some more guys from those 2 picks. You will not be able to probably trade back from the first round the next 2 years because you will not have a pick to trade back. So you're probably going to have a lot of problems with not picking until the second round, I think, for the next few years.
Okay.
Controversial.
Let's go to Calvin. Calvin, you care to disagree on that point?
I disagree wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
I got to say, I think our Hawks won the trade. Look, I understand first-round picks are valuable, but in the hands of the New York Jets, I'm good. The Jets have been not mediocre. They've been a terribly run franchise for so long now. Do you really trust them with first-round picks? And if you look at the Seattle Seahawks, look at all of our first-round picks in the last couple of years. We've gotten almost no production out of these guys, so it's almost safe to say that we haven't really had any first-round picks the last couple of years. Rashad Penny hasn't done too much for us. Jermaine Ifedi, he's been one of the league's worst right tackles. We haven't had first-round picks in 8 years, so why not keep that going for another couple? Jamal Adams, we're getting the best safety in football. He had 6.5 sacks last season. A lot of people are saying, we still need to shore up our pass rush, our D-line, which is true, but let's not ignore the fact that Jamal Adams can definitely add some juice to our pass rush. Those 6.5 from last season, that was not an accident. I understand that Greg Williams loves to blitz, but he wouldn't blitz a guy out there who can't get after the quarterback. And Jamal Adams, he's led all DBs in sacks and hits and hurries. He's going to be that new enforcer in our secondary. You look at him and Quandre on the back end, that's, I think, a top 2, if not the best safety duo in football. If Shaquille Griffin can build off a Pro Bowl year, I think that even without Dunbar, we can still have one of the best secondaries in football just with those guys. Bobby Wagner, Jordan Brooks, KJ Wright. As Noah mentioned, I agree with him. We can have the best tackling defense in football. Let's not forget, we also added Bruce Irvin, Benson Mayoa. They both had career highs in sacks last season. It's not like these guys are going to come in and put up, 2-3 sacks? No, I expect 4 to 5 from each guy. Darrell Taylor, Robinson. We got some steals in the draft. They're going to come in and set the higher, but they're had some star pass rush. Just dropped last night. To be the first ball.
Sorry, Cal. You're starting to break up a little bit there, Cal. Can you hear us? Okay.
I can hear you guys. Yeah.
Okay. You started getting a little choppy there, man. And we can hear you now. It's just starting to sound like an auto tune with a stutter edit going on there.
Reverb, just everything.
Anyway. Okay.
All right. You're there. So your closing arguments.
Okay. Shoot, what was I going to say? What was I saying?
I think Calvin was spazzing so much he broke his internet.
Lost my train of thought. Okay. So while I don't think he's going to single-handedly fix our pass rush, I think that with us bringing him in, that's going to entice other guys to want to sign with us. Who knows? Maybe Clowney lowers his asking price dramatically. I know he's talking to Bradley McDougald about, tell the Jets to come get me. I mean, I don't believe it. I mean, once again, they're the New York Jets for a reason. A terribly run franchise. I don't trust them with first-round picks, so I'm not gonna grade that as a win for the Jets. People also forget the fact that we got back a fourth-round pick. So the third-round pick that we're trading away, while not completely negated, it I think takes away from some of the back of trading a third-round pick. I think essentially we traded 2 late firsts, if not early seconds, for the best safety in football, and I think that's going to tremendously impact and affect our defense next season. You look at next season's draft, a lot of college football games won't even be played. I don't know if I want any part in the 2021 draft. So you know what? I'm cool with not having a first-round pick in next year's draft. We really don't know, how the prospects are going to turn out. College football is going to be weird this season, and so I'm not going to trust the draft next season. This was a great and a big move for Seattle, and man, I can't wait.
All right. Glad we got through the auto-tune stutter edit. That's a good, strong way to finish. All right, let's go in studio here. Noah, your thoughts. We already talked about it, but a couple days more removed from the Jamal Adams trade. You heard SportsNerd argument saying the Jets got the better end of the deal.
Blasphemy.
Your turn, man. Your thoughts,
Lewis, man. I love you, buddy. I like the color scheme. We're on a similar page there, but I disagree with your point. Here's why. I feel like in a lot of trades, there's an opportunity for there to be a win-win where both sides are the winners. And I feel like at the very least with this trade, we have to wait until the season's out. I feel like we're trying to grade a student before he takes the test. And that's the problem here. We brought in Jamal Adams. What if the Seahawks win the Super Bowl this year and Jamal Adams is a Super Bowl MVP? Did you guys win the trade then? What if down the road, like Calvin was saying, and Calvin, you were really speaking facts right there. What if down the road the Jets struggle with those 2 first-round picks and they end up being 32-31 or 32-30? I'd hope it not 31, but 32-30, and they're practically second-round picks at that point. And we get Jamal Adams, who comes in and then revives his career in terms of getting interceptions and getting turnovers. You saw what he did to Daniel Jones when he ripped the football away and returned it for a touchdown. He had a pick 6 as well. And what Jamal Adams was able to do on the field is going to be so much more magnified now that he has great players to play alongside, such as Bobby Wagner. Calvin mentioned that this is going to be the best tackling defense, in my opinion, in the NFL this year. That's very important in a division like ours, where West Coast offense is a thing. Play action is a thing. They like to throw underneath passes and let guys make plays once they have the ball in their hand. That's the type of situation where I love Jamal Adams. What else Jamal Adams has been dying for, and the reason that he was so excited on the live stream to talk about when he's finally coming down to Seattle, was because he's been wanting to compete for a long time and finally have a chance to win something. Finally, football means something again to him like it once did. He's going to come out motivated as ever. It's a contract season. He's with his new franchise. Everyone's saying that Seattle lost this trade. Well, you remember what Le'Veon Bell was saying, goes out and calls out Jamal Adams. Well, the Jets play Seattle in Seattle this year. I believe it's week 14 or somewhere towards the end of the season. I would love to see how Jamal Adams plays in that game against Le'Veon Bell. I think Jamal Adams is going to be highly motivated, and I think it's far too early to say that Seattle lost this trade, because the whole point of it is to go to the Super Bowl. Remember now, we suck in the first round. Calvin, you were talking about how bad our first round picks have been. I have a stat for you. The last Seahawks first round player to make a Pro Bowl not only in Seattle but in his career was in 2010, Earl Thomas. Since then, no first-round pick for Seattle has ever made a Pro Bowl. What does that tell you? We suck with our first-round picks. Pete Carroll is making a concession by making this trade. Look, we suck at first-round picks, and there was a talent evaluator, a value evaluator that was used to measure exactly how much is a late first-round pick worth, around 26, 27. Two of those are essentially worth a sixth overall pick, which is what Jamal Adams was. So the value's pretty much the same as is. If he comes over and makes a drastic impact to where Seattle wins the division, advances to the Super Bowl, potentially victorious in the Super Bowl, I think it goes to show that it's a win-win, if not a trade in Seattle's favor.
Very well broken down, man.
Yeah.
So
I still disagree on some of those points, man. I still do. I absolutely still do.
I can give you some of that, Calvin and Noah. It's pretty good points. Maybe I'll consider changing, but you gotta be from an organizational standpoint.
Changing.
The Jets do suck as an organization. They're terrible, but you never know what they're gonna do with if they possibly have a top first round. I mean, if a team sucks, they're going to pick early in the draft, and you never know what they could do. So, as Noah said, you got to wait and see to find out who is the true winner of this trade. And maybe down the road, the Jets can take advantage, or the Seahawks get full advantage of Jamal Adams by winning a championship and extending him to keep him in a blue and green.
So here's my take on this. And if you guys watched my video, you could tell I was a little hesitant in the beginning. I was kind of like, ooh, we gave up a 1 and a 1 and a 3 and a Bradley McDougald too. And I was kind of like, oh, the Bradley McDougald part really was tough because I was kind of counting on him already being back there to take things on. But then I started to really soak this in. And I looked beyond the initial gut reflex of, first round pick. You brought up the point that first-round picks, there's a big difference between first-round picks like Earl Thomas was, because it wasn't even like number 10, or he was in the top, right?
Early.
When you're picking like Seattle is, and, one of the disadvantages of being in the playoffs every year is that your first-round picks are always near the bottom, right? So most of the guys you really love about the first round are already gone by the time Seattle picks. So you're really, like you said, Calvin, you're picking more like an early 2. And you don't know what you're going to get. Every draft is different. Sometimes you got a great quarterback draft, but we're not looking for a quarterback. We already got our quarterback. Sometimes they have great pass rushers. Sometimes they don't. And so even if you got a great draft pick, you might not have the guy you're looking for. It's all a crapshoot. But here's one thing we do know, is that when we had Cam Chancellor, and Cam Chancellor is being compared heavily to Jamal Adams in not just how he plays, not just how physical he is, not only in the way that he can sack the quarterback. I think he's got more sack quarterback potential than even Cam Chancellor did. And again, Cam Chancellor is one of my favorite players all time. But the guy's physical. He's a great run tackler. But it's what he does in that box, in the short passing game. Because remember what Cam Chancellor would do, lighten up Vernon Davis? Look, I got the matchup right here. There's Vernon Davis.
The Legos.
Cam Chancellor. I was out of focus because that's what he saw after he got nailed. Cam Chancellor, Vernon Davis. That's what happened. And now we're going to have Jamal Adams and all those West Coast offense crossing routes from the Rams and the 49ers. Guess what? Did I break my Legos? I did.
This is how it typically ends up anyways. So.
Yeah. He loses his head, and he doesn't want to have anything to do with the middle of the field anymore.
He's in concussion protocol.
He's a concussion protocol. Bye-bye. So we haven't had that since Chancellor left. And I've been saying it for the longest time. Man, we need that. We need to get that middle pass. Where's the guy who's going to step up? I thought Marquise Blair was going to be the guy. Hasn't done it yet. Maybe he could step up to be that guy, but he hasn't. But now we've got a guy who we don't have to speculate, I hope we can get that guy in the first round. I hope in the college game there's a big-time safety who can do that kind of hit. We have him now. There's no, I hope he will. I hope he'll land. He'll fall to us at 29, 30, whatever. Yeah. We have him now. And yeah, we gave up a little bit of collateral, but we gave up a lot of question marks that could be for something that we know already is. So I'm excited. The more I looked at what Jamal Adams can do, the plays he's already making, and how excited he is to compete here in Seattle. Again, Is he the second coming of Cam Chancellor? I don't know. All I know is I've missed Cam since the day he left the field and back in Arizona, back in, what was it, 2017?
17.
And it's not been the same. I've had this emptiness in my heart ever since this guy left the field. And if we could have a piece of that kind of action back, man, it's going to be something special. So I think no matter what, the price was worth it. I don't think we'll regret it at all. And well, like you said, time will tell. But I'm liking the cards that we're holding right now. So, all right. So that's the Jamal Adams talk. So let's move on. Before we got, I know you guys are all waiting for the trivia contest, courtesy of TheSportsNerd, as I said earlier today at the beginning. If you missed it, for the first time ever, I did not make this trivia. I usually always put them together, and I'm the one calling all the shots. But this time, SportsNerd actually, I've found much nudging by him online. Norb, please play my trivia. So I said, okay, let's do it. So we're going to play his contest. I've not seen the questions, so I'll be playing along to see how much we know about the NFL. So, and Blake Morset in the super chat says, we won because we already know how good Jamal Adams is. That's what I'm talking about, baby. All right, so let's, Sam Dog in the house. What's up, Sam Dog, man? If anybody was fired up, go check out Sam Dog, the infamous 253. Sam Dog was bouncing off the walls, drinking shots and all kinds of stuff, hearing about Jamal Adams trading. So if he's excited, well, you know, we all should be. So let's move on to the next point, which is the COVID-19 effect on the NFL season. Obviously, we've had so many things happening. Some cities have already said no fans this year. Some maybe half capacity, 25%, still to be determined. I don't even know yet if Seattle they have not informed us of any set decisions yet. But apparently the league is leaving every city to their own to decide what they're going to do about their policy for fans in the stands. But what we do know right now is that based on the NFL and the NFLPA's agreement, they have given players the opportunity to opt out of the 2020 season. And that list grows every day. And let's see, how you want to do this. There's obviously some players that we probably don't know that much about, but there are more star players starting to jump out on that list. And I'm going to have you guys bring out a few of those guys. Let's see, let's reverse order this. Calvin, how about you go here? What's your concern? What's your thought about what this might do to the season? Are we just seeing the tip of the iceberg? Or do you think that it's only going to be a handful of players, and for the most part, most teams will still kind of look like they will? Or is this going to possibly make this feel like, I don't know, are we watching some version of a preseason, in the regular season? If that's the case, man, I don't know. I'm starting to fear that would be the case. Calvin, what do you think? Do you think this is a tip of the iceberg? What do you think?
Man, I really don't know. I mean, I hope not. But what my gut's telling me is that I don't think we're going to see too many of the stars sitting out. I think if it gets to the point where we see a whole bunch of star quarterbacks or like some of the best players on different teams, if those guys are sitting out, if we're getting like 15 to 20 guys per team sitting out, I think that's when you really start to think, oh, is there going to be a season? But I think until it gets to that point, which I don't believe it will get to that point, I think we're good for now as far as, the NFL will still take place. Obviously, you can't blame the players for sitting out. It's a deadly virus that's going around, and obviously those guys are prioritizing their families, and so you can't blame the guys. I just think that we're going to see different football this season, but I think that until we see more stars sitting out or more players per team sitting out, I think there's still going to be a season played.
All right, let's go back to our special guest, Jose, Sky High Aviation. What's your thoughts on this? Are you worried that we're going to keep seeing more star players disappearing from the 2020 season, or do you think we'll be okay?
I think, what I've been basing it on, I actually opened the list right here. And what I'm seeing is players opting out in places that particularly may have high coronavirus or COVID-19 cases. Obviously, some of the ones that stand out are guys like Marquise Goodwin. Obviously, if he has a YouTube channel, go check that out. He just had a baby. The Patriots have a league-leading 6 players opting out, and a majority of those coming from the offensive line and the defense. Patrick Chung and Donta Hightower leading that list. But I think it's just going to come down to whether players feel safe going to work. Obviously, places like New York and California and Texas, those are kind of, going to work may be a bit dangerous with people that you don't spend time with, especially if the NFL has trouble with COVID-19 testing and all that. And obviously, it's going to be really hard for the NFL if they randomly decide to do a bubble. It would be incredibly hard for that. They would have already need to make a plan for that, because since Disney World has already been occupied by the NBA and the MLS. But I think the list grows a little bit more. And what I am expecting to see is players dropping out mid-season, which could be crucial. The NBA, they had a bubble, no cases, but this is kind of like the MLB. There's teams traveling, all that. I just read the Marlins had 18 players test positive for coronavirus. And so they had to quarantine the Phillies. The Yankees games are canceled. The Orioles had to be delayed. Their schedule was switched around. So unless they're having a bubble, I'm seeing players dropping out mid-season, which could be huge to some teams, especially if a guy like Aaron Donald, Julio Jones, George Kittle, Daniel Jones, Matt Ryan, DeAndre Hopkins, all those guys, if they tend to drop out because of the coronavirus concerns, it could be detrimental to a team's season.
Hey, and don't forget Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson just had a newborn boy, so he's, I'm sure, thinking about that in the back of his mind as well. So. Every circumstance is different. It is interesting how New England has so many players of more teams. Of all the teams, they've got the most at this point. Six players, far and away the lead, league leading in terms of players opting out. I'm sure Cam Newton's thrilled about that, to see all these offensive linemen signing off. He's like, man, what's up? I need some protection. Where you guys going? Sports Nerd, Kansas City perspective. What do you think, man? Super Bowl reigning champs. What do you think? How does this affect your thoughts moving into your year to try to repeat? Does it change your feeling as to kind of what kind of year this is going to be?
Well, I got to just start off with I feel like at this point right now, I am having a little bit of my doubts, I feel, about what's going to happen with this season. Because as you guys have already heard today, starting running back Damian Williams opted out. That's probably one of the biggest losses you could possibly have, other than Mahomes and a couple other players, in my opinion, that you could possibly lose, is a pretty big loss to an offense that relies on a lot of rushing and throwing to receivers and cutting up the field. So that's I think, a big loss for the team. Now, in my concerns about opting out during the middle of the season, like Jose said, I think it could happen. I think that there absolutely could be a time when we maybe could see, like the MLB with the Marlins right now, we could have an outbreak with a team or a couple teams, and then players will start to opt out. Then I feel like at that point, which I feel like could happen, although I feel like it's sort of on the lesser kind of end of the spectrum that it could happen, that this season would look completely different, if not play at all. But I think that we will have some kind of season in some way, just a matter of fact that I don't even know exactly, and I still have my doubts about how it's even going to look.
Noah, how about you, man? What's your thoughts with all these players? What are some of the names that jump off the page? Some names are kind of the ones you haven't really heard that much about, but the more the names go up in terms of top 100 type players opting out, the more it's going to have a significant effect, I think, a trickle-down effect to lots of implications in terms of what this means for the NFL in 2020. What's your thoughts?
So I've heard some people say that they're not necessarily, and these are professional sports analysts, I've heard them say that they're not necessarily worried that this will cause a ripple effect onto all the other players around the NFL, and they're not concerned about the NFL season. I kind of disagree with that statement, because every NFL player, if for no other reason, has the right to opt out of this season simply based on protecting their own health. And that is a serious concern that everyone should respect, and no one should question or second guess if they end up doing that. I'm concerned that big players, it just takes a Russell Wilson to do that. It just takes a Patrick Mahomes to do that. And then you're going to see a lot more players within that organization probably also doing that as well, following step. What I think it is pretty predictable, though, with the New England Patriots as to why they might be the team with the most. And you look at a team that's had so many championships. So these are guys like Dante Hightower. He's well off. He's made a lot of money. He's won a lot of championships. If the reason that he's playing the game of football is for his family, and by going to play football, he's putting his family at risk, it negates the money, and it's not worth it anymore. He's well off. He's won his rings. He's won his championships. They're not going to be as competitive this year anyways because they lost the GOAT and Tom Brady. So I think this wraps all back up into that theory that they might tank for Trevor next year, which would say Cam Newton wouldn't have the best of year this year, but he'd still have statistically and health-wise enough to get him to a new franchise next season. But this team, with everyone opting out, they're not going to be nearly as good as even they thought they were going to be a couple months back, which even kind of helps my point a little bit more that I was saying Cam Newton was a rash decision by Bill Belichick to sign, because I feel like they should have waited and just tanked for Trevor. Now look at it. You bring in Cam Newton, you sign him to a one-year deal, and you can't protect him. Marcus Cannon, rightfully so, is not going to play this season because he's a cancer survivor. Well, now Cam Newton's in a situation where his health might be compromised, and it's not a good situation in New England. So I think they're going to have to wait another year, and for the NFL as a whole, I think it is concerning because the more players continue to withdraw from the season, the more players I think it's going to influence.
Yeah, it's interesting how all roads sort of tie back into New England because, you talked about Tom Brady not being at the Patriots. Well, look at Tampa Bay. I argue that the Tampa Bay as a whole, as a team, as a fan base, as the team that's hosting the Super Bowl in 2020, has the most to lose in a season where the league sort of falls apart. Because this was the year, I'm sure every Tampa Bay fan, as soon as they heard that Tom Brady was coming to Tampa Bay, buy your season tickets off the roof, jersey sales off the roof. Make your reservations now for the Super Bowl. We're hosting it, and we're going to host the game and the team. And now look at what's going on here. Everything is changing by the second. And with Tom Brady being that, we talked a little bit earlier off air, how many more years does he possibly have left in his long career? 3 years, maybe, tops? Every year counts for him. So if there's a year where things got to be taken off, either because the league ends up shutting down or even if I don't think he can afford to not play because he's got to cash in while he can because he's at the end of the rope right now. And so for Tampa Bay fans, I'm sure they must be super bummed out at just the thought that this whole season could all come to a crashing halt. And I don't know what they would do in terms of restarts in 2021. Would Tampa Bay still get the Super Bowl in 21? They just push everyone down the line? Or they just go, well, sorry, it didn't work out. I guess we'll go to the next stadium. And Tampa Bay is left going, oh, man. What's up? So we'll see. It's such a weird deal right now, but so much yet to be determined, man. But I'm afraid. My fear is that when that first quarterback, that first marquee top 10, top 50 player opts out, suddenly the game I think is going to change because if one player does that, if God forbid a Russell Wilson or a Patrick Mahomes says I'm out. I mean, suddenly the entire NFL, marketing, TV interest, gambling, sports, there's so much riding on fantasy. You lose the stars. You got to have the stars. I don't care what everyone says. Oh, yeah, I'm just going to, they're my team. I root for them. But come on, man. Russell Wilson Seahawks without Russell Wilson, Kansas City without Patrick Mahomes, sports nerd, you're going to suddenly have a different feeling altogether, especially after paying all that money to him.
You're breaking me, bro.
I'm telling you, we're in the same boat, bro. So if either of us lose our quarterbacks, there's some teams that's like, it's just a guy at their quarterback. But there's some teams where we know we got to have that guy. All the more reason why I say Russell Wilson's got to be number 3 with Patrick Mahomes at number 1. All of that, because when you think about take that player away due to COVID and suddenly you see your team go, that is the true measure of where that person belongs in the ranking. We shall find out. If you guys are watching, by the way, you guys out there on YouTube, if you're keeping an eye on the broadcast of the NFL Top 100, the Top 10, we got a little bet going on here. I said that Russell Wilson is going to end up at top 3. I guess if he goes higher, I'd still win. He has to be at least top 3. Noah says he's going to end up top 4 or lower. Whoever loses got to do some kind of embarrassing college bet. So we'll see what happens in there. So post it up because we're not really seeing the updates right now, and we're going to get into a trivia, and we're going to be completely distracted. So,
while we're here, do you want to
opt in?
What's that?
Once you opt out, you can't opt back in.
You cannot opt back in.
I don't know. Actually, I don't know if you can reverse your opt out.
I think that once you opt out, I don't think you can opt back in.
Okay. Well, we'll see. But I think August 4th is the cutoff when they can actually, when the opt-out choice has to be made.
I feel like that's in the fine print.
This just in: Christian McCaffrey, number 6.
Really?
Okay.
Wow.
And Duran Everest in the chat said this just in: Russell Wilson is in the top 6. So far.
Oh.
Wait. No.
Michael Thomas, number 3.
Hold on a second. So does that mean if Russell Wilson ends up number 4 and somebody else is number 3, I still lose?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that sucks. I should have made it. Christian McCaffrey had to be the key piece.
At a certain point, I feel like you said, the field too. So I don't know.
Screwed up on my question. Right. He's gonna be. It's gonna be like Aaron Donald at number 3. I'm gonna be hosed. I could have won this bet. I've already won in my mind because Christian McCaffrey did not end up number 3. I should have stuck with that. I should have said Christian McCaffrey can't be at number 3 and Russell Wilson be at number 3. Should have stuck with that and not giving you the field. Oh well.
No Michael Thomas in there yet. So
all right, so top 6. All right, keep those notes up. All right, so we are gonna wait. Did we finish?
Do you want to say like the loser, like, because while we're here, this is the moment. The loser buys an opponent's gear and then posts it out?
You're killing me here, man.
Hey, man, it's like my guy's out. Like,
Yeah, but you haven't lost yet. You can still lose and have the wrong guy chosen.
Down to the wire.
I should have rephrased the question.
All right. You should make him wear a dress.
Wow.
We'll stick with the UW Wazoo thing. He's going to Wazoo. I went to UW. We'll stick with that theme.
It's the rivals video.
I do have some Husky paraphernalia here that you can just throw on before you have to leave. So, all right. Well, let's get to it because I know people are dying to do this trivia. So let's do it. You guys ready for some trivia?
Do we have to participate, the sports nerd?
If
you guys are the panel, I got you.
You're gonna have to answer either way.
Yeah, we're all in this. Yeah, we're all.
The only person I really care about playing this is
well, obviously SportsNerd is not. Obviously, SportsNerd not going to play. The panel is going to be myself, Noah, Calvin, and Jose. So the 4 of us are there. SportsNerd. I'm going to call the trivia. I will call it because I've got the maximum control here. But I'll let you talk about the questions at some point when it gets interesting.
Okay. The one request I have is to not randomize the questions because I have it right here. All of them right here. So.
Oh, you want me to not randomize?
Randomize the answers, but not the questions.
Oh yeah, no. The answers are randomized. The questions will be what they are.
Oh, okay, good. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. So you guys ready for some trivia? Let's do this. NorbCam trivia special version by the Sports Nerd. Let's get it on. Get your cahoots on right here. I'm bringing up the Kahoot right now. And let's do it. Here we go. And
Thomas is 5.
Here we go.
Donald, I'm leaning on you.
Oh,
come on.
My God.
Okay, come on, man. I gotta win 2 here. Here we go. Here's the Kahoot number. The number is 221-255. Join in now. 221-255. Get in on the Kahoot right now. We'll take about 50 players if you're out there. 221-255. We got Ninja Crook. Tyler, Grizz fan, Lamar Jackson, 12th man, Alex Wacker, Kevin Vo.
Is he 4?
21 players in, Mateo Estrada, Dangerous.
Hey.
What?
I think you won the bet.
Who's it for? Donald is 4. Yeah. I'm gonna win this thing. I'm gonna win. Yeah. Told you, man. I told you. I had no doubt. I was 100% confident the whole time. Yeah. 221-255. Enter your Kahoot number right now. We have 41 players. We'll give you like 30 more seconds. Ace Pools. Anthony D. DK Metcalf. Take the time out of camp to join our Kahoot. I appreciate that, bro. Sasquatch in it. Ace Pools. Schminnegard. Yes, I gotta have my Schminnegard in the house. Braden Hawks. Pay George Kittle. Moistrous. At least nobody's named them. I haven't seen Norb's left nut yet. He might be in there. I might have just missed it. 50 players in. Come on now.
That's good.
Let me get my $240 worth of Kahoot.
Wait.
Hey, worth it.
Wait, hold on.
50 players. We got 15 seconds.
Number 3 in. Number 3 may just be in. We may have it. Hold up.
Whoa.
We may have it.
Number 3 of the top 10 while we're waiting for players.
I'll be in charge of that. I'll see who it is. I'll let you guys know. I'm not sure if I see it yet, though.
Well, I mean,
I'm intense.
If we already got Arizona number 4, I've already won it. It's got to be Russ Wilson. Wilson is number 2.
Mahomes can be put at number 3. You never know until it's actually happening.
Mahomes will get one. It's just a matter of Jackson. If Jackson's stock has dropped a little bit in recent months, it's possible Wilson could leapfrog him at number 2. I'm still going to say they're going to go with the popular MVP. People remember, oh, wait, he was MVP last year. Wait, what are we talking about? These are players. These are players. I got to remember, these are players. They're smart. That's why I made the smart choice. I didn't make the fantasy choice like this dude over here. I used my player channel, the player.
Lamar at 3 just in.
Oh, Russell Wilson's going to be number 2. Hey.
What if he's number 1?
Okay, I even underestimated my Russell Wilson. Remember, off the record, I said Russell Wilson should be number 2, but it's going to be Lamar Jackson but then I didn't channel the player vote. This is the player vote.
Oh my God.
Either way,
Jeez.
victorious home field advantage. You are my house, baby. Woo! All right, 54 players. Got 10 more seconds, and then we'll start this trivia. 221-255. You go on to join. 54 players in. We're 55 now. 56, 57. We're gonna have a record. No, Roger Goodell. Thanks for joining in the house. 57 play. That dude, 65. Oh my, 69, 70, 77. What is going on here? We have a record. Oh my God, what is this? Roger Goodell's got like, what the heck? We got a bot or something jumping in here. That's fine. They'll lose anyway.
12 men on the field.
Yeah, you know, it doesn't matter. It'll all work out in the end. It'll all work out in the end. We have Roger Goodell in there like 50 times. How'd they do that?
Wait, can you just remind me one more time what the bet was again? Just so I know exactly what it was.
Oh, you mean what's the bet now that this guy lost? He has to wear some UW Husky gear.
Wait, how'd you win though? I thought if he's number 3.
No, I said Russell Wilson would be number 3. He said Russell Wilson was going to be at 4 or worse.
No,
and Russell Wilson ended up.
I think he's confused because there was like a part where we talked about. You said 3 locked in.
No. I said 3 or higher. I'm pretty sure I said that.
I'll give it to you.
Come on, man. You're not gonna take me out of that.
Nah.
All right. Well, let's get this thing going on. We obviously got spammed. We got spammed in the Kahoot, but that's okay. No, they'll go away.
Restart it. No, they won't. They'll keep it. Trust me. They'll be.
Why do we have 113 players in this game?
No, it's because Roger Goodell spammed the whole thing.
Yeah,
well, I mean, in the end, it's going to be the one who gets the right answer, right?
Is this Goodell gate?
But the bots just guess, and we could have a bot win first place.
Roger gate. That's the one.
So we got to restart this? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, you got to take it out. Whoever decided to spam it, you should really find out. Because I've had this happen to me in school before. And
it'll completely kill this whole thing? Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Someone's got nothing better to do.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the real Roger Goodell.
All right. Well, let's see.
Everybody's saying you got to kick all the separate Roger Goodell.
I'm not going to kick out 60 different. That's going to take forever, man.
Delete the
well, look.
Goodell.
All right. Maybe it won't take forever. You know, we don't like Roger Goodell anyway.
What is the total in this game?
Seriously? I got to do this for like...
You got this.
That's what the comments want you to do.
Yeah, Joe, you're landing in dangerous water, Joe.
You're killing it. He's on a roll.
Yeah, if you accidentally get kicked, just
12 Goodell's and counting.
How do I know he's not going to jump back on again? Let's start it now. Ready? Here we go. Get ready. Come on. Start it right now. Woo! We got it. We got Goodell out of there.
How many we got?
Here we go. All right, here's the trivia question number 1. Who is the only Super Bowl MVP from a losing team? Is it Johnny Unitas, Tom Brady, Colin Kaepernick, or Chuck Howley?
I got my answer.
I got my answer. Only Super Bowl MVP from a losing team. Unitas, Brady, Kaepernick, or Howley? Dang it. Shoot, man. I knew it was a 50-50 chance, and I guessed wrong. Doggone it. Okay, man, it's weird to be on the receiving side of this thing. Okay, well, let's go in our usual fashion. Jose.
I looked at the question. I saw Tom Brady. I saw Colin Kaepernick.
The correct answer, by the way, was Chuck Howley, and 22 of you on YouTube got this right. Split 50-50 with the Johnny Unitas. Okay, so I'm sorry. Your answer. You were saying.
My heart tells me Johnny Unitas, but I went with Chuck Howley. That's exactly
nice.
Wow, so you guessed right. All right. Yeah. So Jose's on the board. Let's go to Calvin.
Yeah, believe it or not, I actually said Chuck Howley. I know that it was down to Johnny Unitas and Chuck Howley, but with Unitas, when he was winning Super Bowl MVPs, his team was winning. And so I went with Chuck Howley.
Look at that. Noah?
I fell for Unitas.
You and me both, man. Yeah. We both suck together. All right.
That's the atmosphere in here or something.
I know. Okay, all right. So Jose and Calvin, 1 point apiece. Norb and Noah, the two losers so far. Let's go to the YouTube scoreboard and see where everybody lands up here.
I think SportsNerd may have found out who's number 2.
Joe on top. Norb is the best at second. Your boy Alex in third. Cameron Hughes and Blake 76ers tied. Actually, Norb is the best, and your boy Alex tied with 865, and Cameron Hughes and Blake 76ers tied for 857. That's rare to see a tie score at any point in the game. That's pretty cool. But let's go. I'm ready to continue sucking. Next question. Question number 2. When was the first Pro Bowl? Good Lord.
Oh, Lord.
1938, 1960, 1942, or 1951? When was the first Pro Bowl? 1938, 1960, 1942, or 1951?
Psychoanalysis.
Again, first Pro Bowl. 38, 60, 42, or 51? Time is up. I'm with you two, man. I thought 62. The correct answer was 1951. 14 of you guys got that correct. 37 of you, I'm with you. I fell for the same trap. It's a trap. Let's go to the panel. Jose.
I fell for 1960 trap, and I went with.
I thought it was 62. I wanted to make it a question, and I had it actually in here, and I thought it was 62.
Who would have an all-star game?
Until I actually found out it was 51.
Okay, so Jose misses that one. Calvin?
1-1.
I got it wrong. I said 1960. I just guessed.
A lot of us did. I think we all just thought, I'm sure the same logic, right? We all thought, it's got to be later. They weren't doing that back in the old leather helmet days. This has to be in the most recent time. But no, they did the old, when in doubt, go for the third.
We have some controversy in the chat about, I think Mahomes is number 4.
What?
Yeah. I'm fleeing that. Yeah, Mahomes got 4.
What?
Yeah.
So, okay. So Russell Wilson definitely is in the top 3.
4?
Wow.
Okay.
Russell's 1. Russell's 1, Norb.
Aren't you guys watching?
Really?
Look, I'm looking in the chat right now, and everyone's telling me Mahomes is 4.
Oh, yeah, I see. Mahomes is 4. So we haven't gotten to 3 yet. Okay, all right. Let's keep this going. So Noah, are you on the board?
No. And you would think it'd be because of the 60 logic, but I actually said 42.
Oh, you tried to play was this just a total psychological
It was a psychological warfare, and I screwed myself because 51 was my initial thought, and I ended up with 42, and it was wrong.
Well, I said I fell for the same trap. I thought it was also 1960. Mm-hmm. Let's see how much of the scoreboard got screwed up because of that
4.
Wrong answer. Here we go. Here's the scoreboard. Norb is the best. Except me when it comes to trivia. Number 1, your boy Alex is number 2. Braden goes to number 3. 41-33 goes to 4th. And Zach Seahawks 3 in 5th place. Up 38 spots, though, is Shaquille Wagner. It's the highest clever. I like that name. And then Bobby Griffin is his friend. Let's go to the next question. Question number 3. How much time elapsed in the shortest overtime playoff game in history? 1 minute 37 seconds, 3 minutes 16 seconds, 7 seconds, or 11 seconds? Shortest time elapsed in playoff history. 1 minute 37 seconds,
recent history.
3 minutes 16 seconds, recent history. I don't know what that means. 7 seconds or 11 seconds? Shortest playoff game.
I got it. I know it.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. Yeah.
Mahomes is 4.
You guys know what game
Finally,
that was
okay,
from?
number 24
I know.
of you got this correct. 11 seconds. Let's go to the panel real quick here. Start with Jose.
Well, I was going to go. I went with 11 seconds. There's no way it could be 7 seconds. I remember the last game, Jameis Winston, this past week 17. I don't know if it was that game, but he threw an interception. First game of the play to the Falcons linebacker. Returned it for a touchdown to end the game this past year. That would put Jameis Winston at like 30 interceptions. So I knew it was quick. And I knew it was with the Buccaneers, so I went with 11 seconds. It was between 7 and 11, and I went with.
Hold on, Sports Nerd. I want to hear what it is and how it happened. But let's get through the answers first. So Calvin, Jose got 2.
Yeah, I said 11. I think if I'm not mistaken, it came from the Broncos game when Tim Tebow threw that one pass to Demaryius Thomas against the Steelers, and then they went away with they walked away with the W. And I was watching that game because I'm a big Tebow guy, and that's why I went with 11.
Noah?
I mean, honestly, I was just thinking about how long it takes to score. And I'm like, anyone that can score like a full field in 7 seconds is probably on steroids. So I went with 11.
Well, I was the same thing, too. I knew it wasn't the long options there. So it came down to a 7 and 11. I thought 7 seconds from snap of the ball. I mean, unless you're at your own 1 yard line. And you don't start an overtime game like that. So it had to have been 11, process of elimination. So we're all on the board. 2 apiece for Jose and Calvin, and 1 apiece for the double ends. Nick LaBow in the super chat says, gosh darn it, got lagged out of the game. Are we all supposed to ignore the fact that Cal has a 49ers jersey hanging in his room?
Traitor.
Can you explain yourself, sir, Calvin?
Hold on.
That boy Jason.
Calvin, take it down now.
Allow me to speak. All right, so first of all, I share this room. I have a roommate, and he's a huge 49ers fan. The only reason why I'm letting it slide is because it's a Colin Kaepernick jersey. And while I don't like the 49ers at all, I do respect and I admire Colin Kaepernick a lot. And so I was like, I'll give you permission to put it up next to my Russell Wilson jersey. But if it's another player, can't be up there.
Permission? What kind of Seahawks fan are you? She's been like, heck no. No 49ers stuff near me.
Colin Kaepernick? I'm just showing love. Colin Kaepernick is my guy.
All right. Okay. Well argued. Okay.
He's had that one in his bag. He's had that one ready.
Yeah. He was prepared. Okay, let's go to the scoreboard. Let's see what happened here. Most of you guys on YouTube got this right. Let's see what happens with the scoreboard shake-up. Norb is the best, of course, at number 1 still. Braden moves up to number 2. Your boy Alex in 3rd. Cameron Hughes gets on to the top 5 at number 4. 41 to 33 drops to 5th. And Alex Wacker is the highest climber at up 45. Trying to get onto the top 5. Let's get to the next question. Here we go.
Norb is the best.
What is the lowest sack total to lead the NFL in a season? 13, 16, 14 and a half, or 11 and a half?
Oh.
Lowest sack total to lead the NFL in a season. 13, 16, 14 and a half, 11 and a half. Lowest sack total to lead the NFL in the season. 13, 16, 14 and a half, 11 and a half.
I got
Yes!
the answer.
Yes! I think you can tell I got that one. Okay. The answer is correct, is 11 and a half. 17 of you, the majority of YouTube got it by a slim margin. Let's go to the panel. Jose, what you got?
I knew it couldn't be a whole number. I mean, there's got to be at some point, you got to get a half sack for a team. It was either between 14 and a half and 11 and a half. And, I was feeling lucky. So I went with 11 and a half, and I got it. That was a pretty tough question.
Yeah, that was good. Those number ones are always tricky. There's a lot of psychological analyzing going on out there if you don't know it. Calvin.
I got it wrong. I said 14 and a half because if I'm not mistaken, I think a couple of years ago, I forgot who, but somebody led the league in sacks with only 14 and a half. And so I thought that, I mean, it's still a good number, but I thought it was pretty low to lead the NFL. But when I remember that number, It's like, that seems like the right answer, but I guess it was something lower than that.
All right. I want to know who it was in a second, but Calvin misses
I
that
have it
one.
right here.
No, yeah, I know. I know we're going to get it. Noah?
I tried to psychoanalyze. It wasn't a lot to analyze, so I just guessed 13. I disagree with Jose's logic though, because if you get an even number of half sacks, like that just evens out with it being an even number. So that's why there was really no way to analyze this, and I just guessed 13.
Yeah.
I just had this feel. I don't know. I wasn't thinking
Just
too
like
much. I didn't try to go too much of the. I just thought 16's too high. 13, 14, they all seemed too high. I was between 13 and 11.5, and I thought 11.5 has got to be what it is. It's got that half on there that just makes it kind of a little juicier. So I got that one. Lewis, sports nerd. Who was it?
Yes.
Who got it? And what year?
All the way back in 1982.
Whoa.
Doug Martin, back in 1982.
Doug Martin.
What a legend.
What a legend, yeah. that
Vikings
really blows you
defensive
away.
end.
Off year for sack totals. Unix format in the super chat says share your hacks at Rishi. Just kidding. All right, let's go to the YouTube scoreboard and let's see how the fates are changing.
Oh boy.
Not by much. A couple of moves in the bottom there, but Norb is the best, far ahead at 4,030 points. Second is Braden. Your boy Alex holding strong at third. Dangerous gets onto the top 5 at number 4, and Alex Wagner hanging in there at number 5. Go Hawks is up 40 places as the highest climber, trying to get into the top 5. Let's go. Next question. Oh wait, I gotta ask you, Sports Nerd. Did you do the double value on any of these questions like I do?
Question 10. Starting at question 10.
Okay, good. Thank you. All right. Way to follow in the tradition. Here we
Aaron
go.
Donald, number 3. Aaron Donald, number 3.
Holy cow! Russell Wilson
Lamar
is up with Lamar. Wait, so Lamar Jackson and Russell Wilson battling out for number 1 and 2.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on.
I said Lamar Jackson and Russell Wilson is going to be the battle, right?
Right.
Now I gave Mahomes to be the number 1. I think I ate too much into the contract thing. That blows my mind, though. Seriously, because if I were a player, I would think to answer that question, you would go, which of these quarterbacks would you want to face right now? If you're a defensive player, right? Who would you face if you want to have the best chance of succeeding? And you'd feel like Patrick Mahomes is the guy you wouldn't want to face, right?
The only way that I could justify it is the fact that Patrick Mahomes missed some time last year, and that's what it's got to be down to. Because other than that, there's no way I want to face Mahomes less than Jackson.
It's interesting. That's very interesting. So Russell Wilson versus Lamar Jackson for number 1 and number 2. Wow, I love it though. I love it. Good for you, Russ.
Good for Russ.
Good for you, Russ.
Good for you.
And then
Well
he sits
deserved.
out this season as the number
I can't
1.
I can't see Russell Wilson. When have we ever seen Russell Wilson opt to take the sideline? Even in a game where
That's fair.
he has absolutely no business being in there, when his ankle's been rolled over, in a game, his knees buckle over, and he should be on the sideline. Does he go to the sideline? No. He always plays. I don't think Russ sits it out.
No, you're asking for it, man. You're trying to jinx it, man.
Dude, let's just be patient, Norb.
I'm just saying, this isn't a jinx thing. This is a Russell Wilson character thing. He's never missed a game.
That's a good
He's
point.
rarely missed a snap. And remember when he had to go into the medical tent? He's like, hell with that, get me back on the field. And then the team got fined like $200,000 for not going to the medical tent. He didn't even follow medical protocol. He wanted to go back in the game. He's not gonna be afraid of no coronavirus.
Oh boy.
He's like, separation is the preparation, Corona. I
Knock on
got you,
wood.
man.
Norb, if he gets to, it's your fault. Just gonna say that.
Even if he gets sick. All right, anyway, let's go to it.
Let's go.
Next question.
Yep.
Number 5. Which Super Bowl coach was once the starting quarterback for the team that beat him? The John Harbaugh, Jim Zorn, Jim Harbaugh, or Jason Garrett? Which Super Bowl coach was once the starting quarterback for the team that beat him? John Harbaugh, Jim Zorn, Jim Harbaugh, or Jason Garrett?
Do you mean like Super Bowl winning coach or a Super Bowl?
Yes, Super Bowl coach.
God dang
I
it.
know who this is. It's easy.
The answer is Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah.
I'm kind of with.
Do you know?
I'm kind of with Jose. I was confused. I was confused on that question.
It's such a straightforward question. You guys just did not understand it a bit.
Super Bowl losing or Super Bowl winning?
Which Super Bowl coach was once?
That was once a starting quarterback for the team that beat him. Harbaugh was once a starting quarterback for the Niners.
Did he ever win a Super Bowl as a coach?
Yes.
Jim
wait a
or
minute.
John?
Hold on. Wait a minute.
Which Super Bowl coach was once the starting quarterback for the team that beat him?
Yeah, because Jim was the coach for the 49ers. The Ravens, who was his brother John, beat him in the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
Not a Super Bowl win. Wait,
because Jim was John's brother.
Yeah. But you said a Super Bowl.
So John beat him in the Super Bowl 47.
I guess you could put it that way.
I'm still confused.
So,
do you guys-
I got it right, but like,
wait, but did you actually understand the question?
So
I'm still trying to figure this out. Which Super Bowl coach was once the starting quarterback for the team that beat him? So was Jim Harbaugh the quarterback of the Ravens?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I get it.
That's what.
See, it took me this long to get the question.
Because I was thinking like it's got to be between the Harbaughs, and then I can't remember John Harbaugh losing a Super Bowl, so I went with
John Harbaugh never played
All right,
professional football.
we're totally out of order. Order, I say. Order. Let's go to Jose. A little controversy on the questioning syntax of this, but nonetheless, we have answers here. Jose, what'd you get?
I don't remember John Harbaugh ever playing football, and I went with Jim Harbaugh because I remember he played football.
Oh, so you got this right.
And he was in the Super Bowl, so yeah, I got
Okay,
it right.
Jose in the lead with 4. Calvin, did this make any sense to you, and did you get the right answer?
It did, yeah, because I remember hearing the stat, or I think it was when I was watching, the Super Bowl between the Ravens and the Niners. I remember hearing that Harbaugh used to actually play quarterback for the Ravens, and so I went with Jim Harbaugh. And then, like Noah said, John's never lost a Super Bowl. I think he's won all of the ones that he's been in. So that's kind of how I came to that.
So you got it.
I think they got some.
Wait a minute.
Sir.
People are saying Lamar is 3. Wait a minute. No way.
No.
Are they actually saying Lamar is 3?
We gotta be able
Lamar
to
is
fact check.
3.
Wait, so
Yeah, no. DRX Expo said Lamar is 3.
didn't somebody already say that?
You can't believe
Yeah,
everyone
that's
in
what
the
I'm
chat.
trying to say. I'm trying to ask them,
Somebody said Darren Donald was number 3, I thought.
Yeah, I'm getting confused here.
Okay,
Very.
we're getting way off track from our trivia here, folks. Noah.
Donald is 3. Donald is 3.
Aaron Donald is 3.
Donald is 3.
Okay, now it's confirmed.
All right.
I got it right.
You got it right. Whatever happened, you got it right.
Mm-hmm.
Did you actually understand how you got it right?
I thought I did, and then I didn't. But then I guess
I should have gotten it right, but I got confused, and I guess the wrong Harbaugh, so I did not get this right. So
no.
Jose in the lead with 4, Calvin with 3, Noah and Norb with 2. Ninja CRK says, I said Jim Zorn because he was the Seahawks quarterback. Yeah, but he was never in the Super Bowl, so I knew it wasn't Zorn.
Sadly.
that hurt.
And sadly, he was never in the Super Bowl. And and Jason Garrett never went to the Super Bowl as a coach, so it had to be a Harbaugh.
And
I just
he never
guessed the
will.
wrong one. I should have
Never
gotten
will
that. Now
go
that I
to
understand the
Super Bowl.
question, I should have gotten this right. I got the 2. There's too much pressure. I got John and Jim mixed up, and anyway, let's go to the next. Let's go to the scoreboard. That thing. Here we go.
We're tied.
Look at Norb is the best. On fire. Has 5 straight answers correct. Braden at number 2. Your boy Alex at number 3. 41 to 33 is up to 4. And Seahawks Brazil is here to the top 5. ¿Cómo está? Welcome to the top 5, to the top 5. And
They speak Portuguese.
oh, never mind. I don't know Portuguese, so that's the next best thing. I bet he'd understand what I'm saying, though. People outside of America know a lot more languages and understand more than we're saying. So I didn't say that's what they were speaking. I'm just doing the best I can because I don't know how to speak Portuguese. But I bet he would understand what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Somebody from Brazil would understand me speaking in Spanish. Anyway, next question.
Hopefully.
This is getting way off track. Here we
be
go.
laughing. Just
I hope Seahawks Brazil answers in the chat and says, what are you guys talking about? You guys are nuts. I'm from Jersey. Okay.
He's from Jersey.
Here we go.
Oh, no.
Here we go. Next question, number 6. Which receiver led the NFL in catches in 2017? Keenan Allen, Jarvis Landry, Antonio Brown, or DeAndre Hopkins?
I hope this is a softball toss to you guys because I purposely put this in here
Which
for a softball
receiver led
toss.
the NFL in catches in 2017? Keenan Allen, Jarvis Landry, Antonio Brown, or DeAndre Hopkins?
I see 3 credible receivers. So
Come on,
I don't
come
know
on,
how
baby,
this
come
is a
on, come on.
softball toss.
Bro, that is
I got
not a
my answer.
softball.
Dang it!
That is not no softball. That was my least likely option.
You know what you gotta do? You gotta stop talking during the question part, because I'm going, I think maybe I'll go this way, and then, it's a softball toss. So then I start to rethink my answer. You messed me up, bro.
You messed up Nora,
no.
the both of us.
So now I had to go for God, Antonio Brown, I know tore it up and something. I had to.
Right.
Shut your mouth, man. You're messing up your own trivia contest. All right, let's go to
I got my
Jose.
own fact check seat right here. Sometimes
Okay.
you don't even fact check your answers. That's what I'm trying to tell you here.
Oh, I'm not saying I don't screw up, but don't be influencing my decisions during the time that I'm trying to come up with this thing, because sometimes it's a 50-50 and you give me a little, it's a softball toss. I'm gonna rethink my logic. Don't mess me up here. Jose, what'd you
It's
get?
facts.
Well, thanks to his softball toss point out, I completely missed the mark and went with DeAndre Hopkins. And, Jarvis Landry was the answer. So got it wrong.
All right, Calvin, did you get messed up?
Underestimated it.
Calvin?
I did, but I actually went away from my gut. I was thinking Jarvis Landry, but then I was like, he said it was a softball, and so I was like, it got to be DeAndre then.
Just mute him.
No, Noah. No, you mute yourself. You mute yourself. Self-discipline. Noah.
I can't even blame the softball toss. Like, that would have been my last guess.
Me too.
So I was wrong.
Just
I
like you know,
said
he had
AB.
112 catches in 2017.
It's because
And
they were
we're
always
really good at
behind. Miami always just sucked, and they were just behind in every
Yeah,
game.
throw it short.
All right, so I went with what YouTube said. I went with the Antonio Brown thing. That's so much psychological stuff went into my head. As soon as you said that, I'm thinking, oh yeah, because we're a Seahawks fan. Of course, we're all thinking about Antonio Brown coming here. It's got to be Antonio Brown. Plus, he did tear it up during that time period. Nope,
Right.
completely messed up. I can mess up fine on my own. You don't need to help me. All right, let's go to this YouTube scoreboard and see how messed up they got after that little question. Nope, Norb is the best. Still killing it up there. He's got a quick Google typing skill over there, getting those answers, just killing the competition. Braden in second. I'm Just Here gets into the top 5. Schmilligod at number 4. Thank goodness. I always love to get me some Schmilligod into the show. Schmilligod. And your boy Alex at number 5. Norb is the best. Has the streak of 6 correct answers, man.
I'm
Whoever
calling it.
Norb is
That's
the best.
Martin. I'm calling it. That's Martin.
You think it's Martin?
It's got to be Martin.
Wait, who?
I don't know, man. It seems too obvious to pick a name like that.
Norb is the best? Wait,
Because
because remember
it should be
last time I was
reversed,
on-
something that wouldn't seem obvious, because I think he would think that I'm the best.
Well, I feel like he's. He's 12. Like he's not really.
No, but he
too
did
much
Martin.
into
He did Martin Sucks.
He did Chris
That was
Osimo.
brilliant. Yeah, he did Chris
Norb.
Osimo too. Yeah.
Norb. Yeah, last time I was on, he was in first place when he had to go in the trivia. He actually
True.
put a name in. So you never know here.
Oh, I'm saying I think he's intelligent to be right, but I just don't think it's him.
Schmidegard. That could be.
And I'm not gonna change. I'm not gonna double or nothing our bet because I've already won. So don't think you're gonna get me to. So if it turns out to be Martin, I say you end up losing, and I'll win the contest. How about that?
Martin versus the field.
Yeah, right. That's a smart bet. Okay,
I'm
we'll
gonna
find out who that
challenge
is. Who knows? That could be Rohan playing a sick joke. Because he likes to make fun of my hair
Not
and
again.
everything about me, and then he would put a name of Norb is the best.
It's not offensive enough. It's not.
That's true. He usually puts something like, what's that one? The
Sea
what's
chickens.
it? Seattle,
Yep.
something like that. But I don't know. It could be trying to be clever. All right, Rohan could be clever. Maybe. I don't know if he's capable, but he could be. All right, here we go. Let's go to the score. Oh wait, no. Next question. Here we go. Lamar Hunt played college football at Kansas. True or false? Lamar Hunt played college football at Kansas. True or false? I have no freaking clue. Lamar Hunt played college football at Kansas.
50-50, Norb.
True or
Come on.
false?
Who is Lamar?
Doggone it. I hate. Now I see why you hate true falses, man. True falses suck.
Thank you.
Did I get the scoreboard updated correctly, by the way? Are we correct on the scoreboard? I can't remember if I fixed it. We're correct, right?
If you add like a couple numbers to mine, I think
we're correct.
No, that's not right. You can't do that.
Okay. Thank you, Sports Nerd, for not talking. Oh, this is an obvious one. Okay, let's go to Jose, who's got the lead at 4.
It's a softball toss.
I went 50-50. I went with the false option. Kansas is a terrible place to play football. I guess right now.
Yeah, that's right, Sport Nerd. Except this year.
And I just went with that. There's also somebody in the chat named Zach who's trying to who wants you to say hi to him. He's been.
Well, let's just end there. Hey, Zach, what's up? Thanks for watching.
It's a trap.
It's a trap.
Yeah, so
who am I gonna hurt? All right. Okay, so you got 5 now, killing everybody here. Calvin.
Yep.
I actually got it right. I said false. Once again, going back to Rohan's logic, I thought it was too specific of a question, and so I was like, can't be true. I'm going with false.
Should have done that too. Okay, Noah.
A couple things went into play here. First of all, unlike Calvin, I thought it was not specific enough of a question. I feel like if it was like Kansas State, then it would have been true. But because it was just Kansas, and then I actually, because we told him not to talk this time, I looked at Lewis, and Lewis was smiling a lot, and I'm just like, his mischievous little self probably just put it to be false, and so I went false because he was grinning so big.
I'm the only one who didn't get the stupid question right. So Jose with 5, Calvin with 4, Noah with 3, Noah with 2. Told you I was going to suck. I
have a question really quickly.
What?
Calvin does not know who Lamar Hunt is.
I don't.
He's the founder of the Chiefs.
Isn't the trophy named after him?
Yes, the AFC Championship trophy is named after him.
AFC Championship trophy? I know that much.
This is okay. It's okay, Calvin. It's
learn something every day.
Even though I knew that didn't help me. You did better than me. You didn't know who the guy was. You didn't even know he was on the trophy, and you got the answer right. That knowledge absolutely did not help me whatsoever. What the hell? All right, let's go to YouTube. See what's up. Oh, by the way, do we know yet? Did Russell Wilson get number 1 or 2? What's up?
Know.
How long is this stupid show that they're doing? I mean,
it's like 2 hours.
How long does it take to count to 10?
Anything yet.
Let's go. We're going to beat them to the end here. All right, let's go. Scoreboard update now. Norb is the best, destroying the competition. My gosh, it's 8,000 points. Nowhere near close. Schmilligod moving up to 2nd, though. Could Schmilligod challenge? Yo boy Alex moves up to 3rd. Cameron Hughes at 4th. Braden hanging on at 5th. And Wilson, number 1, is the highest climber. We'll find out if Wilson really is at number 1. Wilson, number 1's moving up 23 places. Let's go to the next stupid question that I can lose here. Here we go. Question number 8, true or false? Len Dawson holds the NFL record for most fumbles in a game. True or false? Len Dawson holds the NFL record for most fumbles in a game. True or false? Len Dawson holds the NFL record for most fumbles in a game. God! I hate this.
You feel me?
I hate this game. I went back and forth like 5 different times because I started going, wait a minute. I remember Dave Craig had a lot of fumbles in Kansas City. I'm thinking, he's playing a little Kansas City Seahawk thing here. But then I said, wait, that's Seahawks fumble record. Maybe it's not. Maybe it is true. Nah, it's got to be the. God, I suck. Okay. Ninja CRK, Aaron Donald got 3rd place. I think we already established that. Jose.
But thank you
for the super chat, because it's gone back and forth, right? It was Donald, and then it was Jackson.
It was McCaffrey first.
It was never McCaffrey.
Yeah.
Never had a chance.
No.
Quarterback-driven league. Okay, Jose.
Tried it.
Jose, did you get lucky on this one again?
No, I didn't get lucky.
Ooh.
Mission was I had no idea, and I was just like, maybe he puts false twice in a row, but that's only a Norb thing, so I got it wrong.
What are you talking about? I thought about that too. I was like, is SportsNerd the type to put two false questions together? He might be. Or maybe he's going to do that thing where it's like, well, I went false last time. I got to go true this time. Too much psychoanalyzing. Calvin.
Oh, boy.
So my logic was, I don't know who has the most fumbles in NFL history, and I don't know who that player was. And so I'm just like, it's true.
Wait a minute. So you guys are the college, studied all the test-taking tips. So in a true-false, they don't do true-falses in college questions, do they?
They can.
Okay, so well, if it comes down to 50-50, what's the thought process? How are you supposed to lean towards? Is there any 52% to 48? You should go true.
It's all based on the question and the person asking the question.
That doesn't help me here, man.
Well, can I tell you how I analyze this?
Okay, well, wait. Did I get your answer yet? I'm on you now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself. Yeah,
this one, I didn't. Unfortunately, my logic is not as impeccable as Calvin. So, I was on this question. I was looking at it like, it's a Chiefs player, so it's really a Chiefs player because I have no clue. So it's like it's a Chiefs player versus the field. So logically, I'm thinking the probability is it's not going to be this guy. But then I looked at SportsNerd and I was like, I started staring him down again.
I gotta do that.
And based on when it was false, he was grinning huge. This time, he wasn't smiling at all. And I'm like, dude, no. I'm going on the line. I'm going solely based on his face. And I said true.
I didn't even look at his face. Maybe I need to do that. You play poker? You sound like a poker player talking.
I'm just going to keep that face the entire rest of the game.
No, you don't? Wow, it sounds like you got I know you guys play poker. You're supposed to study the player, not the hand, right? Clearly, yeah. I suck at poker. I'm okay at blackjack, but poker is a whole different thing.
You didn't even look at his face.
So I suck. I'm way down here, too. So Jose and Calvin tied for 5 with 5 points apiece. Noah at 4. Norb way down here at 2 because I hate this question thing. Let's go to the scoreboard. I suck, man.
Poor Norb.
I'm gonna go back to writing my own. I'm gonna go back to just hosting and being the guy who knows all the answers. Here we go.
All right.
Norb is the best, running away. Top question. The big question is, who is he? Who is Norb is the best? Cameron Hughes in second. Schmeligard in third.
Come on.
Braden in fourth, and A. Martian.
Russ, people are running through the chat that Russ is 2.
Russell Wilson is number 2, so that means Lamar Jackson gets number 1, right?
Dang it! Are you freaking kidding me? Oh.
Disrespect.
Like I said, I thought it was going to be Mahomes, but with Mahomes out of the picture, I still thought if it's going to come down to Lamar Jackson and Russell Wilson. This is players, though. It's not the AP. It's not the media. It's not the writers.
Tell you, if it was the media, it'd be Mahomes.
Jamal Adams.
No.
Well, I'm telling you, long term though.
Hey, 2's not bad.
2 is fine. I mean, he is better than I expected, so I'm happy about that. Mm-hmm. Russell Wilson, 2, good for you, man. They got something to prove. They can go into I should have been number 1. Tear it up this season.
Won't be saying
I'm not
that
going to sit out. I'm not
Super
going to
Bowl.
opt out because I got to get number 1 this year. Okay. Up 40 places, Nikki is the highest climber. A. Martian is number 5. That's his name. That's the new name for the Seahawks Martin followers, right?
Okay.
That's a good one. Yeah. Martians. We got Martians and Squabians and Stesians. I don't even have Ians. There's no Norbians. That just sounds weird.
The Norbians.
Norboids. I should put a contest. Come up with a name of NorbCam followers and
Norbians.
Norbians. Sounds too much like what you guys are doing, though. I don't want to follow in your footsteps. Just kidding. All right, let's go. I suck at it. I can still catch up, though. Russell Wilson, fourth quarter, come back. All right, next question. Here we go.
Double points?
Not yet. True or false? Calais Campbell had the most sacks in the NFL in 2017. True or false? God, true or false? Calais Campbell had the most sacks in the NFL in 2017.
Look at his face. Are you kidding?
Dude, that made him laugh. Now the poker game's off. Oh my freaking God.
It worked.
Suck, man.
Norbster.
All right, Jose. What?
I got false. I saw him smile before anybody mentioned, and I was like, that's it. Going false.
Calvin.
I got it wrong. I said true.
Noah?
You know, I saw the same smile, Jose, but it looked fake to me.
So you went true?
It looked forced. Had I followed the logic of as soon as he called him out, he flipped it to not smiling, I would have been right, but I got it wrong.
All right, and I'm doing perfect. I'm like a losing streak of like 6 straight questions I haven't gotten right.
That takes skill.
I'm 50-50. I got 0. I haven't gotten a single 50-50 question right. That's just messed up.
You understand.
That sucks, man. I see why you hate 50-50.
You're my sky high.
All right, so Jose with 6, Calvin with 5, Noah with 4. I'm not even saying my score. Let's go to the next. Let's go to the scoreboard here and see where we at with this thing. Norb is the best in the 5 digits, 10,746. Schmelligar doing well at second place. A. Martian at third, Braden in fourth, and Cameron Hughes in fifth. And 4 players got 3 straight answers so far. Not much of a tight race at the top, though. Kind of boring. We need to spice this up, guys. All right, here we go. Next question. Please don't be true false. Please. Ah, got it.
I'm gonna lose. There's no way.
My original channel name was LML in the 305.
Oh my God. Was that the number?
True or false? LML in the 305.
We're all looking at him.
I don't even look at the question. I'm just looking right at his face.
Come on, sports nerd.
Come on.
God bless.
Come on.
Son of a... Oh, my God.
Oh, man.
How many times has he gone false in a row, Norb?
No, we should have bet on this game.
Yeah, thank God I didn't fall for that trap.
Oh, boy.
It's okay, buddy.
You know what? My initial instinct was to say true because I recognized the name.
Oh, boy.
And I psyched myself. Like I followed your stupid logic. I was staring at him.
He didn't smile.
I know, and then I got confused. I was like, wait, is he smiling? No, he's not smiling. Wait, is that supposed to be false?
Oh, no.
I completely... I should have listened to you, man. I should just went with my gut. All right. Jose.
I got it right because he wasn't smiling. It was true.
Oh, my God. I got to stop explaining myself. Just don't call on me anymore.
Dude.
Calvin.
Smiling.
Calvin.
All right, so I see him attempt to, like, he was trying to cover it, and I saw that, and I was like, but I saw 305, and I was like, that's the area code for Miami, and I was like, so if that's the case, he'd be a Miami Dolphins fan. So I was like,
big brain.
Nah, that wasn't his channel. So I said I went from true to false.
So you actually knew the Miami area code, and based on that number. So you said false. You got it wrong. Okay.
Unless he lives in Miami.
He does.
Are you from Miami? Right now. Oh, you are.
Calvin, he played you.
Calvin, your logic was so sound, except for the fact that a Kansas City Chiefs fan is living in Miami. All right, Noah.
I thought you're from Kansas City. That's why.
You disappointed me, bro. You really did.
I think I want you to know, Lewis, that for every remaining question, as soon as the question is asked, we're all looking at you. Like, I just want you to.
Can you guys just stop giving me hate? Like, I spent most of my time, almost 48 hours putting this together for you guys. Stop giving me all this hate.
We're not giving you hate. We're trying to look for the tells. I'm doing a horrible job doing it.
This chat is hating me the entire time.
Well, not
hey, don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. They just messing around.
I know, man. I'm not listening to them at all.
See, what it is, this is NorbCam's channel. They're seeing me suffer and they're blaming you for it. I blame you too. You deserve all that hate, man. You're making me. It's like the worst broadcast of my life right here.
Sports nerd.
Painful.
It's all
right,
it's all these random guys.
I'm just kidding, man. It's just a game. Jose with 7, Calvin with 5, Noah with 4, Norb with.
Whoa! Noah didn't get an answer this one.
Oh wait. Oh yeah, we didn't get it. Where are we at?
Well, I got it.
Oh well, that's right. I didn't give you the points. Oops.
Isn't it double
Wait, is this double?
too?
This is double, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is double.
Great.
It is double.
Just to add insult to injury,
Hey.
I'm like doing really bad.
Talk to me nice, man.
boy.
He wasn't smiling. He was not smiling.
I don't even have a chance of getting even second place on this. I mean, unless you guys all lost. No, I don't even think I can catch. I couldn't even win if you guys all lose out from the rest.
You could double your score with one question.
Yeah, but I would still never catch up to you guys. It's pathetic.
It's
All right,
rewarding
scoreboard
itself.
time. Embarrassing, man. No change. Norba's the best in first. Schmelagon in 2. A. Martian in 3rd. Braden with making a comeback with 3 in a row at 4th. And Cameron Hughes hanging in there at 5th. Next question. True or false?
Oh, gosh.
Double Jeopardy.
Oh,
I made
boy.
my guest appearance on NorbCam for trivia number 12.
Bruh.
Oh, my God. True
boy.
or false?
Come on, Norb. Look at his face.
He made his appearance on NorbCam trivia number 12. I should know this.
I can't tell whether to look at Sports Nerd's face or Norb's face.
I got my answer.
Got mine.
Got mine.
You gotta be kidding, bro.
Oh boy. Oh boy. No. No.
It's for you.
Norb can't keep suffering.
Oh, my God.
Oh boy.
I think I really hate true-false questions. What?
Was I thought I was at 5 before.
No. I made it 5,
you were 4.
and then I gave you the
Double,
extra
yeah,
point.
double.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was 2 points behind Calvin. I thought I was 1 point behind Calvin. That's what. Hey, it's okay, but
I'm not trying to cheat you here, man.
it's okay.
I brought everybody up by 1.
It was by 2 though. The last one.
I know, but
It's fine. It's cool. It's cool. If you guys remember, it's fine. But if not, I'm not gonna complain.
Nick LaBow says, "Sports nerd, dab on all them haters. They just nitpicking. Block them out. Y'all making me laugh so hard, so therefore that means y'all doing a good job." Yeah, you just watching me suffer and enjoying it too much. Okay, Jose, double points. Did you get this
I'm
right?
gonna go out here. I got it wrong.
Oh,
I'm kind
man.
of upset about it.
Jose
I thought-
missed it. Opens the door for somebody to make a.
And Sports Nerd, don't listen to those idiots. We got those are new people. I've never seen those people in the chat before. We got all the regulars backing you up, like Golden Seahawk and Nick LaBow and Fat
Are you trying to check the score?
Yeah.
Rishi.
Wait, Calvin, did you get the last one right?
I got it wrong.
Oh, so okay, so he's. Oh, yeah, I give him a point where he shouldn't
Yeah.
have. Oh, got the QC, got the fact checker over here,
Instant
going back,
replay.
instant replay. He threw the challenge flag, and the previous play is under review. Went under the hood, got the Surface tablet. No, they don't go under the hood anymore. They did the Surface tablet thing,
Got on
but
the
it's not a
phone,
Surface. It's like some cheap PC.
Got the call from New York.
So, that changes things here. So now, Jose missed that question, but it gives Calvin a chance to catch up, close the gap. But did he?
Nah, I got it wrong.
Hey, I might catch up to Calvin. There's always a chance. Oh, bro. Noah.
I actually had a way I went about thinking about this one. Like, I intentionally told Lewis last time, we're going to be looking at you. So whichever way he leans now is going to be the opposite. And I called his little poker bluff, and I said because he wasn't smiling, it means he should have been smiling.
Oh, no, don't do
And that
it.
means that it's false, and I said false.
Dang, man. You should be playing poker, dude. Now, that ties you with Jose with 8 points apiece, Calvin at 5, and, well, here I am. Let's go to the scoreboard.
Poor Norb.
At least you're consistent.
I'm damn consistent. All right, here we go.
Rest in peace.
Scoreboard.
It's not true or false.
Whoa, shake up here. Norb is the best still, dominating. A. Martian, though, moves up to second. Cameron Hughes slides all the way up to third. Schmittegard drops to fourth. And a newbie in the top 5, ETM HBR. Itzamhubber gets into the 5th spot. And Go Hawks is the highest climber, up 11 spots, trying to get into that top 5. Next question. True or false?
Oh my gosh.
Double points again. Here we go. I started my channel, The Sports Nerd, in June of this year.
What? Oh, God.
Wait, it's July. Okay.
I started my channel, The Sports Nerd, in June of this year.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I don't know where to go.
Yes! Yes!
Oh, my God.
Yes! I got one! Oh, and it feels so good. Off the schneid after being like 0-8 or something like that. Okay, sorry. Jose, how did you do?
Well, I was originally going to go with false until I was like, well, you know what? There's got to be one question where he's screwing us in here. And I felt like Sports Nerd, false. I jumped false, and I got it wrong.
Oh, could be a huge mistake, giving an opportunity for Noah possibly to jump ahead. But let's see what happens with Calvin here.
Oh boy, get it wrong.
Honestly, I had no idea, so I just I guessed, and I started studying him for a little bit, and I just keep seeing that slick little smile, that sly smile, and so I said true.
Oh man,
Smile means false.
Yeah.
Oh.
See, he's like me. I got confused with the whole smiling bit. He's smiling. No, he's not smiling. Wait, what does smiling mean? I forget.
I'm just telling you, the smile means nothing. You guys are completely misleading.
Tell that to my comeback. Tell that to my.
The smile.
What was it again? Smile means it's false?
Smile means false.
Smile means false. Watch, he's going to be in the next question. He's going to be like this whole thing. Read this face, suckers. Okay. All right, so Noah, are you going to take the lead here?
So I started looking at him, and at this point I was like, man, it could be anything. Like we've smilers meant false. I'm looking at him. It looked like a fake smile to me. But I wasn't going to go just off that. So I started thinking about it. I'm like, dude, this dude has been commenting on my videos for a long time. I remember the LML. I got that question right because I remembered that name. But the fact that he said it started in June, I was like, dude, that was like a month ago. Like, I remember a couple months back, it was LML. I don't know exactly when you switched, but I said ballpark. June is a really good guess, so I said true.
Ooh. 10 points, double digits. Noah from, at one point, you were in last place with me, long time ago. And look at here. Gets all the way back with a strong finish in the 4th quarter, looking like a Russell Wilson ranking number 2 with a strong finish. And oh yes, NorbCam gets double points here. Double my score! I'm back in the game, baby. I still can't win though. Okay, so I think we have one question to go, right? Well, let's see how the scoreboard shakes out. I don't think nobody's catching. Norb is the best.
I was thinking you.
Look at that lead, man.
Seahawks
6,000 point leads. Norb is the best at number 1. And really no change at all. A. Martian still at 2nd. Cameron Hughes at 3rd. Schmittegard at 4th. And Itzamhubber is still in 5th place. Itzamhubber. I want to know what Itzamhubber stands for. ETMHBR. Itzamhubber. Doesn't exactly roll off the tongue. Itzamhubber. All right, we are to the final question. Is that right?
Down the wire.
Yep.
Are we down to the final question? Okay.
Yes.
Is this going to be another true-false question?
Gets it right.
Is this another true-false question?
Please, God, no.
From question 6, it's all true false. Just letting you know.
My chances are gone.
All right, from a guy who makes a lot, has had to make a lot of these. Let me just say for the record, true and false questions are the lazy way out of making a
Martin is the best.
a Kahoot, because you just have to throw one thing up there.
Like
you don't have to come up with fake
like
answers
that.
and think about all that stuff.
You just like 3 Kahoots like that, though.
I did but I had to do like half the Kahoots. You did like 7 questions of true false, bro.
You did all.
Anyway,
the
I'm just trying to
questions
defend
true, false,
I'm just trying to defend my position that I lost when we switched to true false, my record went down the toilet, right? I was doing pretty good. I was doing okay not great. I was doing okay.
You had 2 points.
Norb is
Yeah,
the
you're right. I
best
sucked.
Martin.
Yeah, but I mean, it really got bad when we get true false. It got really bad. I mean, I was okay. I was like 50, like 500 ball club. Then I turned into the Browns. Okay, let's go to the final question. For all the marbles, I think it's no suspense here who's going to win this thing, but it's still up in the air with the panel. Here we go. Last question, true or false? Double points. I subscribed to NorbCam in 2015.
Oh my God.
True or false? I subscribed to NorbCam in 2015. Sports nerd. Lewis subscribed to NorbCam in 2015.
He's smiling. Noah, look at him.
Son of a... You even said it too. He's smiling.
I know.
I still didn't even go with it.
You better not change your answer now.
Okay, Jose.
I went with false, but I'm not going to explain why, because that may throw away my chances with Noah winning this one. So
Noah's not going to change his answers just to cheat the game. He answers is what the answer is. He's a man of his word.
The only way you can subscribe is to the YouTube channel. I think. I can't remember. That's how I learned it, but...
What?
I went with false.
Well, we're going to find out the true answer to this question in a second. But Calvin, for the honor of being in third place, did you get this correct?
I said did not get it.
Oh, man.
I got it wrong. Once again, I applied the same logic that I did the last couple of questions, and I saw him smiling again. He was trying to cover it up, and, this was kind of just off of feeling. True.
But if he was covering up a smile, then we should have gone false, right?
My gut was wrong. Well, but then my logic was different from your guys' as well. He smiles, it's true. He did. That's false.
It was probably 2016, but we'll get to that in a second. Noah, for the win.
Well, he has this like little cringy, like in between smile.
Oh, boy.
Like I don't know what it is anymore. I don't know what it is. So I didn't know what to read. I didn't know, and so I thought about it, and I'm like looking at him, and I'm like, okay, how old is this guy again? 15?
How old are you, man?
14.
See, I thought you were 15. So thinking back to 2015, I'm like, bro, that's 5 years ago. This man subscribed to you when he was 10. And I said, I could see it. And I said true and got it wrong.
Oh, so wait, we got a tie then.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, all right, so Calvin is strongly etched in third place. You know where I'm at. I'm the anchor man, bringing up the rear. So we got to break the tie. SportsNerd, do you have a tiebreaker for the panel before we reveal the winner of the
All right,
day?
here's what I'm going to do. Norb, I'm going to be nice to you. I'm going to give you a Hawks question to give to these two guys.
Well, how are you going to be nice
instead
to
of
me?
me giving it to you, I want you to give the question to them. Because I made the trivia. I want you to give the question to them.
Oh, I have to give the question to break the tie?
Yeah, I want it to be Hawks.
No. I don't deserve anything in here. I want you to come up with a question. Go dig into your book and pull out the first question you see, and we'll do a true-false out of that. We don't need to make this Hawks
I'm just going to flip through
centric.
the pages, and then because some of them are quotes. I'm just letting you know that.
Well, turn to a page that has a question answer. Go.
UNX said dance off. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, we'll do a dance off, and we'll see which we'll have the chat decide.
All right.
That's too complicated. There's way too many. There's way too many variables to measure on that one.
Oh boy.
This could take a while.
Oh,
Come on, SportsNerd.
Let's see. Come on.
Unix format wants to dance off.
Let's see.
I mean, it was final, right? Russell Wilson's number 2 and Lamar Jackson's number 1, right? Is that what everybody's saying?
A lot of these questions I'm pretty sure you guys are not going to get. I'm just letting you know. They're pretty hard questions.
We got
Well, it's a true or false. 50-50. It's a 50-50. It doesn't matter. At this point, no one's even listening to the question. They're just staring at your face the whole time.
Okay.
I want to see that smile.
Oh, you never said, by the way, what year did you subscribe?
2016.
I knew it! I even told myself it was probably 2016. But it could be 15.
So you got it wrong with me?
Oh, I got it wrong.
Sweet. Okay. I feel
I'm stuck in my.
Okay, here we go.
Norb and no answer.
How many now defunct teams have won the NFL championship?
What do you mean by defunct?
Like they're not like teams anymore.
Have won the NFL
Wait,
championship.
the question. Wait.
How
So
many
they have to
now
give a number.
defunct?
Oh,
Okay,
how
here
many?
are your choices. Here are your choices. 1, 4, 6, or 7
How many defunct teams have
won the
Super-
NFL championship? 1,
there's
4,
something
6, or
happening-
7.
So this could be like back in the 20s.
This could be
like,
the pre-Super Bowl era.
Yeah, this could be the pre-Super Bowl era.
Okay, how many teams have won the NFL championship? 1,
And
4,
they don't
6, or
exist
7?
Wait. Okay. We're talking about pre-Super Bowl. Okay, never mind. Hold on.
1, 4, 6, or
Teams that-
7.
Teams that don't exist anymore, right?
Does that mean teams that
Yeah.
exist under a different city?
I'm locking it in.
Okay, I got
Okay.
another. What do you got, Jose?
I think
Choose
I'm
something
gonna go
else.
same answer. I'm gonna go same answer.
What?
as him right now.
Whoa!
Well, we have always have this problem. What are you talking about?
Yeah, here we go. So, well, are they right?
They're both right.
Okay, well, you can't blame
I
them for
have no
being
idea.
intelligent. Now, was that just a lucky guess, or did you
Yeah.
actually know who the teams were?
I was guessing. I said one at
Yeah.
first.
Oh, but then when it
It
said
can't be one
pre-Super
team.
Bowl,
There's gotta
Yeah.
be like 3 or 4. It can't be 6
who
or
are the
7.
just for our audience's education? Who were the 4 teams?
It was
Wait, let's
actually
guess. Let's guess on that.
Oh, it
one.
was a-
Do you know any of them? Do you guys know? Can you name any of those 4 teams?
The Stags. Is that the right
What?
sport? Is that the right sport?
Hold on, my thing just like completely lagged out. Give me a second.
That might be basketball.
Okay, here we go. I got it. The Akron Pros.
Oh, wait, hold on. Wait. There was the Andersonville Packers. Or the Andersonville something, right? The football
No.
team. No? Okay, that's a basketball team. My bad.
I'll let you know who they are. The Akron Pros, the Canton/Cleveland Bulldogs,
Heard of them.
the Frankfurt Yellow Jackets,
Oh, the Yellow
and
Jackets.
the Providence
course.
Steamrollers.
Oh, of course, the Steamrollers. How could I miss that one?
Okay, so we're tied. Still, can we make it like a thing? Like once you pick an answer, they can't take your answer.
Ninja CRK has a good idea. Let's just do a rock, paper, scissors.
Oh, what?
How can we do that though?
No, you choose one behind your hand, and whichever one, and you just reveal.
How about just do closest to the number?
Oh,
Can we not just like do this like a sports way?
Okay, sportsway.
One more question. Just flip a page. That was a
do
good
one
one.
Okay,
more.
I got you. I'm gonna give you something. This is from a long time. I'm just kidding. This is from a long time ago. I'm just warning that from you right now.
but nobody
Right?
knows.
Which Hall of Fame receiver spent his entire pro career with the Raiders from 1965 through 1978?
Which Hall of Fame receivers?
Fred Blintekoff, Jim Otto, Otis Sistrunk, Ken Stabler, or Jack Tatum?
Ken Stabler.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. What were the answers again? Like,
Say your answer.
Fred Blintekoff, Jim Otto,
I think
Otis Sistrunk,
Jim.
if I said that
Jim
right.
Otto. I said Otto.
And you're a winner.
It was Otto?
Wait, what was your answer? Noah?
I said
Otto.
Stabler.
Otto.
Neither of you are correct.
Okay. That's,
Jeez.
Was it the first one?
Wait, did you say
Blintekoff.
receiver? Did you
It
say
was the first
receiver?
one.
Yes, I said receiver.
I was right. I knew it was Blitnikoff. I was going to say Blitnikoff.
Dang it, that was my
Stabler was a
original guess.
quarterback. Did you say receiver?
yeah, he was a quarterback. I knew I was gonna get that.
That was the only. Well, I knew Blitnikoff and I knew Stabler. I didn't know the other 2 guys.
I just big
Oh,
name.
knows his
Okay,
football.
we gotta wrap this up pretty soon because it's kind of getting late here.
All right.
Like,
All right, last
I mean,
question.
the
This
chat
is
seems pretty
yeah.
good.
Okay, I got one more. If you guys don't get this, we're just gonna have to figure this out because I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. So, which
draw.
college coach has won 5 national championships in a recent 9-year period? Dare
Saban?
Bryant, Jimbo Fisher, Urban Meyer, Nick Saban, or Dabo Swinney?
wait. No, don't talk. Have the name on the count of 3.
Wait, hold on. So 5 and 9?
Yeah.
5 in a 9-year period.
Okay.
Okay, on the count of 3, you
And
guys
what are
both
they-
say your answer. Ready? You guys have your answer?
I already said mine.
Wait, here. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Saban.
You're both right again.
Oh my God!
Seriously,
That's what I'm saying. Like whoever says it first. Like I've said like
But
3 of these answers
I knew
first.
Saban. Saban was the easiest. I knew none of them were able to win 5 of the championships.
This is
Saban.
tough.
Okay, I gotta say,
two
this one we have to
Titans
overtime.
going at it here in quadruple overtime.
You ready?
We gotta
guys
do a
ready?
hard one, man. Go with more of those.
Okay, ready? You gotta
Yellow
get 2
Jackets
players
type
of these
answers.
choices. You gotta get 2 players of these choices.
Oh what?
Yeah. We're gonna take it up the hard way here. On opening day in 2017,
Neither one.
which 2 Rams defensive backs scored interception touchdowns? Here are your choices. Marquise Christian, Dominic Hatfield, Tremaine Johnson, LaMarcus Joyner, or Sam Shields?
Johnson and
You
Joyner.
got 2 of those players. No, you need to name 2 of them.
I did. Johnson and Joyner.
Okay?
Okay, well that's kind of not fair because I was gonna go Johnson, and
Take him and someone else.
but I had the same answer. That's the problem.
No, you need 2. You need 2. No, you need 2.
Because in
Well,
Kahoot,
it's
speed
double.
matters.
That's true.
In Kahoot,
And you did-
speed matters.
Okay, well, all right, that's true. You nailed it like as soon as the question was over. So if he's correct, I gotta say then, as the overriding
Yeah,
official here, for the
What
sake
were you
of
gonna
time.
wait? What were you gonna say?
I
What were
was
you
gonna
gonna
say
say?
the same thing because I remember watching highlights
There's no
the
way
past
he can
couple
win.
weeks,
I'm
and it was
okay
in my
with this.
recent memory.
Okay.
All right, so they both say
Johnson and Joyner.
Johnson and Joyner.
Just give us a true or false one.
Whoa.
Was it correct? Was that the correct answer?
Yeah, it was the correct answer.
But Noah got it in he said it in 1 second.
Yeah.
Just give us a true or false, like a true or false. Okay? I'm trying to true or false.
But to be fair, we didn't say first one to blurt out the answer wins.
Yeah.
We didn't actually say that.
Yeah,
That,
we
like,
never said
this is
that.
a
No, I know, but we didn't establish that rule.
But like,
So now we can establish it on the next one.
that's why we're still tied.
I know, but now, okay, speed matters here, right?
All right, you ready?
Okay, so it's got to be the first one to get the right answer.
How can we say he's not just copying me though?
Okay, do you want me to name it?
Yeah, but if you get it first,
Do
though,
you want me
then
to
you
name it
would
a
have
true and false style? Let me just say that.
No.
No? Okay. Ready.
It's true or false. We need one. That's
By
why
what
we're gonna have-
nickname was Dennis Winston, 2013 Grambling State coach, known during his NFL playing days?
Is there an option? Like,
Yes. And Hillator, Den, Dirt, Razor, or Winnie?
Annihilator.
What do you say?
I'm gonna go. What were the options?
Annihilator, Den,
Pronounce it
Dirt,
right.
Razor, or Winnie?
And what was the guy's name?
Dennis Winston.
The last one that you said.
That makes sense.
I can't. The
I can
last
see that
one.
one. I
Winnie.
can see that one.
Winnie.
I'm least confident about this one.
Neither you are correct.
Oh my God.
Again.
It was Den.
Let's go true false, man.
Can we not
All right, let's go. All right.
This did take all night. We got to announce the winner here. Oh my gosh.
Y'all are robbing me, but I feel robbed if I don't get this.
Goodness.
The audience's
I'm about to win
viewership.
it. But,
Okay.
hey, can we agree that once one of us takes true or false, the other one can't take the same one?
Oh,
Okay.
Yes.
Actually,
Yes, whoever says it first is going to win it. So if you guys both say
Wait, no,
true,
That's right.
if the first person said true, whoever said it first won.
Okay.
There's no
Here
way.
we go.
There's no way someone can't win this one.
Okay, here we go.
Speed counts. Speed counts. True or
You ready?
false?
Kansas City versus Minnesota was the first interconference game after the 1970 merger of the NFL and the AFL. True or false?
False. False. What?
It was true. It was true.
But he said false.
You said false too.
Okay, wait.
Oh my god.
I think we just do the number thing.
I'm done. You gotta get out of here.
Look. Kahoot's about speed, man. You gotta give me some credit for all the speed I had. Like that's
You
like,
guys, the last
seriously.
one you were fast to the wrong answer though.
What if I'm hearing you 3
And he's still
seconds
copying me.
late?
Wait.
What if there's a delay? In the
it's
screen?
both the Skype call with him. Like, Norb's not asking it.
Okay, you know what? This is going nowhere quick.
Number.
I'm going to guess a
guessing.
number.
Oh my
Between.
Between. Okay, we got to establish the rules. It's closest one to it, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And let's say if you guys are both within one of it, whoever's the under wins. In other words, if I said the number is 50 and one of you said 51, the other said 49, 49 wins it. Got it? That make sense? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yes.
A number between 1 and 12. Are you guys ready? What are you looking at me? I'm not going to give you nothing.
I'm gonna let him go first this time because the speed doesn't matter.
Wait.
So.
Hold it on your. Well, it doesn't matter. Speed doesn't matter. Okay. Jose has the guess. You go first.
3.
4.
The number was 6. So Noah is the winner. Oh my God! Should have done that a long time ago. But we did learn something about the Yellow Jackets and the what was it? Straight Jackets. What was the other teams that you mentioned?
Not too many jackets.
The Blowhorns. Anyway, all right. We learned something, but we didn't. All right, let's Golden Seahawk. This is the funniest stream of all time. Yeah, man, it's the most frustrating stream of all time.
Sextuple overtime? Like,
I don't know, man. It was like, the longest overtime in all of history.
That was a good game.
Noah wins that one. Let's put it officially in the scorebord. I guess that's a double question. That should be a triple question. But 12 points. Noah gets first. Jose gets second. Calvin with 2, and NorbCam, yes, bringing up the rear. Hey, but I'm the first one to, I'm the first one to participate. I'm the most recent person to participate in a Kahoot. Everybody else has had multiple experiences, so I think that's fair for me to. I'm new at the game. It's different to make them. It's a whole other thing to play them.
Kahoot version.
Yeah.
So, whatever. Let's go to the scoreboard and see. We already know who's going to win the same. But let's see who got second and third and all that. Final score. In third place with 11,614 points, Schmelligard. In second place is A Martian. And without any surprise, with 20,000 rockin' points, 13 perfect answers, Norb is the best. I don't know about that, but whoever you are the best. With Utsa Humber is the runner-up in fourth, and Braden in fifth. Norb is the best, man. That is I don't think we've ever had have you had a perfect score, guys? Have you guys ever had perfect scores?
Yeah.
Robo, yeah. Robel, whatever.
Robel?
I remember. Yeah, was it Robel or Robo? I don't, because you pronounced it Robo during the game. All right,
so congratulations, Norb is the best. Say whoever you are, take a picture of that screen, email it to me at norb@norbcam.com, and we'll set up the next time we do a show. You will get to co-host this show after enduring this epic, longer than life stream to get to the final winner of the panel. But hey, congratulations. It was not a close contest at all in the YouTube side of things. Norb is the best. Who are you? If you're in the chat, identify yourself.
Congrats, Rishi.
It was Rishi?
That's what they're saying.
Oh man, well, I'm not surprised, man. Rishi's been pretty spot on, and this is another win for him. Another appearance on the NorbCam show.
All week. He was asking me all week when this was coming, and he told me he was going to get a perfect score. And I don't know how he got it.
I'm going to have to ask him, was he watching your face the whole time, or did he actually know the information?
He could have found your trivia if it was public. Like, he could have searched your name up and found the trivia.
It was private.
It was private. Okay, so then now we know he didn't use it to actually have the answers.
All right, well, he has won before, so it's not like he suddenly came out of nowhere. He has proven his superior intellect, at least when it comes to this trivia. So nice job, man. You, kicked my butt, that's for sure. Rishi, nice job, man. That was pretty amazing. It was not Seahawks Martin. I should have taken the bet. I would have taken that it was not Martin. It wasn't Martin, and it wasn't Rohan either. It was Rishi the whole time.
It'd have been
that was pretty good. But despite that horrible performance in the Kahoot, whoops! I need to get my squad up. What the heck are we looking at here? Strategies for optimizing the supply of N95 respirators. That's real interesting for you guys. There you go. Oops. Back to the panel. Let's get everybody a chance to identify themselves and where they can find all of you guys. So let's start with Jose, Sky High Aviation. Tell everybody a little bit about your channel and where they can find you.
I know this isn't really sports related, but if you like planes, then your channel is for me. This is probably going to go a lot of deaf ears.
This channel is for you, I think is what you meant to say.
Yeah.
We know what you meant.
For you. You can follow me on Instagram at sky.highaviation, or you'll probably find my personal account after that. But I want to officially issue a challenge to Seahawks Martin to go one-on-one with him sometime later when it's possible. Because, Martin, I think maybe last time he dipped out because he was scared that I was going to beat him. So
challenge.
So I'm officially
shots fired.
That's all I
They
have
said
to say.
one-on-one. What is this, a joust?
I know. What are you guys going to do? You one-on-one, Kahoot, one-on-one, like arm wrestling? No, we can't do that. It's illegal.
Maybe if I get on the panel again by winning, we'll see. Somehow I'll try my best.
One-on-one. Ooh, one-on-one Madden matchup. Ooh, wouldn't that be cool?
I like that, Jose. Call him
I
out.
like
But Norb been
it.
ducking Madden.
Call him out.
I've been dragging my feet. I've been waiting to. I didn't want to go get Madden 20 when 21 was right around the corner. 21's almost here, right?
Hey, Norb, are you shaking? Is that?
Shaking. Look, I'd be shaking if I was nervous because I have to uphold some kind of reputation as this great Madden player. Look, it's like I made no boasting about how great I was going to do in this trivia, and I don't boast that I'm going to do great at Madden because I suck at both. I'm already saying that already. It's not my strength, man. But I'm going to get that Madden 21 and get it going on. I guess we're going to have to do ours remotely somehow. But I'm looking to you to mentor me on this stuff.
No, but
You're going to teach me. I'm not looking to get my butt kicked by you.
You're talking to a
That'd be like asking Yoda, Luke asking Yoda, can you teach me a few things? Let me kick your ass first. Oh, Master, I thought to learn from you, please. Oh, I didn't realize this when you came to me. Okay, anyway.
I don't want you to.
All right, so we're really off the rails on this show. Sky High Aviation, just remember this face, because one day you're going to be riding in like United Airlines, and you're going to see the pilot roll up with his luggage going into the thing, and you'll be sitting there and coach going, "Hey, Sky High Aviation, you're the pilot of this plane? I remember you when you kicked Norb and Noah's butts." Oh wait, no, you lost to Noah. You lost to Noah in the Kahoot. You're gonna fly the plane now? Good Lord, save us all. Okay, let's go to the Sports Nerd. We all know that you're the Kansas City guy who lives in Miami. We all know that now. Tell us more about your channel.
So first of all, I'm pretty sure after that disgusting performance of everyone hating my trivia and that stuff, everyone probably maybe has hit the like on this video, but if you have not, please hit the like on the video. That's all I'm saying. But now in my channel, I do talk NFL, talks NBA, primarily NFL, but I do talk NBA sometimes NHL, MLB, some of that also. So if you want an all sports guy, please subscribe to my channel.
All right, very good. And just for the record, I know I was looking like I was frustrated. I really wasn't. I was just, I was just playing the role.
I don't believe that. I was just
hamming it up for the audience to give them something to react to.
Right, you weren't even
I wasn't even upset. I was trying to lose, actually. I didn't want to show you guys up, so I intentionally threw that game just so that, I could kind of keep things interesting and
low expectations.
Yeah.
Low expectations, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's exactly what it was. Calvin, talk about your channel, man.
Yes, sir. So you can find me on YouTube at Steezy A Smith, STAA SMITH. You can find me on Noah, DJ Squabo, DJ SQUBO. We both just posted Jamal Adams videos. He posted another one today talking about players opting out and what that means for the NFL. I just dropped one last night talking about the Jamal Adams make our contender. So be sure to check that out while it's new.
Great video.
And also don't forget to follow. Thank you. Don't forget to follow my new Instagram. I made a new Instagram at Steezy A Smith, as well as a Facebook page. So if you guys could show me some love on there. Follow Noah on Instagram as well, DJ Squabo. I think he just hit 1K in followers, so keep running that up for him. And last but not least, I'm also got some merch coming. If you guys are interested, hit me up on Instagram, Facebook, DM me. Let me know if you guys want some. And don't forget, if you haven't already, show this video some love. Subscribe to everybody over here. And I'm out.
So is your merch? Is it? First of all, I got your wrong info up here. So I still had you as let's see, what do I have you on here? I still have your Steezy Way. So that's no longer the case. It's now a different name.
Oh,
He's got another
so
one.
I made a separate Instagram just to kind of promote like my YouTube and like my merch sites and stuff like that. That was like I guess my professional Instagram.
How do you spell it? So Steezy.
It's just Steezy A Smith. No capitalizations, no underscores. Just Steezy A Smith.
There you go. Hopefully I got that right. So if you read it as a word, it'd be Steezy Smith. Steezy Smith, right?
Steezy Smith.
Steezy Smith. Okay. All right. There you go. Check his stuff out. And all these guys' links are in the channel, in the description, so you can find their stuff there. And of course, Noah over here, winner, somehow pulled out the victory. Took 5 overtimes, maybe 6, but he got it done. Talk about your channel, man.
You know, just for the record, just to tie it all back into what we were talking about earlier, if Russell Wilson were to not play this season, the Seahawks are going to perform as Norb did in the trivia. But if you want to watch my channel, DJ Squabo, we also, myself and Calvin, every Saturday for 3 hours, we talk sports from 10 to 1. You can listen live with the KGRG app. Soon that's going to be on YouTube. We're going to live stream it. That's why I'm here with Norb, so he can teach me his ways, because I am Z Padawan. And the Grasshopper, he is the sensei.
That's right.
And
mind your place, young one. Mind your attitude.
I'm sorry, man.
I'm gonna spank you.
I'm sorry. But, so you can listen live with the KGRG app, or if you miss it on Saturdays, you can tune in, or you can listen via podcast, which is the SoundCloud links are in the description below. But starting as soon as I leave, right after the week following the 15th, so the 22nd, it's going to be on YouTube. So go subscribe to my channel right now.
Yes, subscribe you will. And you still owe me a bet. You lost big time in the Russell Wilson Top 100 rating.
Who is this new character? Is he going to appear in Rivals?
You know what to make up for it.
On NorbCam's channel, I think.
Noah won the trivia contest, so that's to make up for it.
Belichick's alter ego. That's what it is.
Oh, man. No. Belichick would be the emperor. One of those old, crusty, wrinkly dudes. You know, the emperor, or who's that Snoke dude? That's who it'd be. Yoda, I don't know who Yoda would be. If Yoda were an NFL coach, it has to be somebody small, crinkly. If it was, who's the former Giants coach?
Ben McAdoo.
He looks like he could be a Yoda, but he doesn't talk like a Yoda.
Right.
I don't know if there's a good...
Need to think about this one. Who would I be if I was an NFL coach? I wonder.
All right. Okay. Oh, and so, of course, you're watching NorbCam. I would love it if you guys could do the thing. Subscribe and like all these guys' videos. But like this one, too. Like this. Just follow this little action right here. See, hit that little thumbs up. Ding. Hit the subscribe button. Ding. Hit the bell. Hit all. Ding. Right there. There you go. And then it's all good. That would be great. I would love it if you would do that. So, whew, man, that was crazy. That was a bizarre one. But, you know, that's what happens when you let one of your YouTube viewers submit the trivia contest.
Wow.
7 true falses.
No, I'm just giving you a hard time, man. That was funny. I think what was funny about it was the fact that nobody was really even listening to the question, and all they were doing was looking at your face the whole time. And so when they asked, "So, did you know the answer?" I don't know, but I was watching his face, and he was kind of smiling, but then he was frowning. But I think he was trying to cover up the frown. So I think that because he was sort of hiding the smile, it was probably true. But then I thought about it later because it was 2015 and not 2016, so it might have been false. And so I said false, and I got wrong. That was pretty much what was going in my head the whole time. I was like, listen to this dude saying, look at his smile or the frown. And then I was thinking about the information. And then I was thinking about the fact that 2015 is awfully close to 2016. And, oh, man, it was... Congratulations. Somehow you won it after all that craziness. Are we done? I guess we're done, right? Thank you guys for watching. For everybody who super chatted, appreciate you guys' support. Everyone who was just blowing up the chat and the commenting in there was great. Everybody who played in the game, we had over 100 people, and I kicked out 50 of them. Whoever was trying to bot the whole thing was nuts. But it was fun, though. Congratulations again to Norb is the best. Rishi destroyed it, man. 13 out of 13. He owned you, man. That trivia, man. You could not sneak one question by him. He had you from get-go, man. So congratulations to Rishi. We'll have you on a future show. And, of course, everybody else who's just watching the show, thank you for hanging in there. We've been on the air for 2 hours and 23 minutes. And we had more than 5 people the whole time. And that's pretty impressive, man. Actually, at one point, we had like 160-something people.
Yeah, we had a bunch of people.
Don't you guys have something better to do than watch my stupid channel? I'm just kidding. I'm glad you guys enjoy this. Slam myself!
Self-deprecation humor works every time.
Okay,
It's been a long night.
It's been a long night. It's really hot in here. I'm a little bit, I haven't drank enough water. I'm a little bit like lightheaded, probably didn't eat enough. And we still got a lot of work to do. So anyway, thanks for watching, you guys. And we will see you next time. And hopefully the show will be less than 2 hours long next time. Maybe it'll be 3.
Hey.
Maybe we'll have a quintuplet overtime. Is this a thing? Quintuplet?
Yeah.
I think it was pretty much up there this time.
Whatever. All right. And of course, thank you to all the guests. Jose, Sky High Aviation, your future commercial pilot. Someday he's going to be flying you to your destination someday. Sports Nerd, Kansas City Chiefs fan who lives in Miami. Don't let the area code fool you. Calvin Domingo, of course, who has a Kaepernick jersey over here, but he had a good explanation for it. I don't see the Seahawk jersey, though. That's a little concerning. Where's the Seahawk jersey? In here? Is it in here? There you go, Russell Wilson. Look, he's got it going on, man. It's
You gotta raise the Hawk one a little higher.
You see this? Russell Wilson, Kaepernick in my house too, right there, baby. Focus.
Kaepernick is higher.
There it is.
Fix it.
Hey, Russell.
There
What's
we go.
going on, Colin? Not much, man.
You wanna be my backup?
You want to join the Hawks and be my backup? Oh man, I make enough money as it is, man. I got that Nike endorsement. It's all good. I told you, man. I told you that kneeling thing was gonna work out for me. Nobody believed me. Yeah, you're right, man. Go get yours. Someone will sign you one of these days. All right. See you later. You still can't pass with the dang anyway, though. Ooh! See ya. All right, guys. See ya. Bye-bye. Have a good night, everybody.
Bye.